The football team has no name. The New York Giants fans have no shame. And it's been Batman forever since the Cowboys won the big game. You are now watching a Philly Fuego production. Gracias, amigos. Fly, Eagles, fly. Welcome to the Nest Out West, where Eagles fans are always the best. I will always ride or die for this team, and when I'm gone, please bury me in green. Now I don't want to come off like I'm bragging, but I'm in the heat like an effing dragon. You can call me Fuego, aka Phillyzilla, coming to you like the Thriller in Manila. Lots of collabs and live streams galore. You're gonna love what I have in store. Giving you my all, I always will try. And just remember, it's fly, Eagles, fly. Yeah. What is good? What is going on? And what is cracking? I am Philly Foothills, and I am back in the Nest Out West. I'm trying to bring you the best place to come get shit off your chest when it comes to our Philadelphia Eagles. And right now, there is a lot of shit to get off of our chest. So, welcome in everybody. Thank you for joining me for another live stream from the Nest Out West out here in mm, it hasn't been such beautiful California. I know a lot of people on the East Coast, especially people who have never been to California in the winter times. It's not so beautiful. You know, we just got hit with a major storm. There was flash floodings. There was mudslides. Some minor highways. There's a section of a minor highway up here in Northern California that got taken out by a mudslide. So, it's the grass is always greener, right? It's definitely it's not all it's cracked up to be. We have our issues just like everybody else. Our national disasters are just a little bit different than the ones on the East Coast, especially, like we don't get hurricanes here, at least not yet. With the changing and stuff like that to the earth and global warming and all that stuff, but we got a couple people in the live stream right now. Big Play Slay, what's going on, nephew? Appreciate you. Thank you for joining the late night stream. I know it's a little late on the East Coast, but appreciate you being up with me. We also got Bird Gang 31, whose channel is literally on fire right now. I mean, he recently reached 1,500 subscribers. He became monetized very, very quickly. So shout out to you, my guy. Keep doing what you're doing because you're on to big things. And yeah, awesome to see the success of another Eagles content creator. And I wish the best for all you guys. Big Play Slay also. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to them. Big Play Slay, Bird Gang 31. Also, like I said, his channel's literally in fuego right now. So shout out to him. We also got Jesse Andrew in the live stream. He said so true. Appreciate you, Jesse, for being here. He's in Southern California. What's going on, Jesse? Hey, I appreciate you joining the live stream, and make sure you guys hit that thumbs up on the live stream on YouTube because it helps push the content more and more out there, and it helps get more and more eyes out there. It helps push it further out there into the YouTube universe. Bird Gang 31 said we need to collab soon, my guy. Hell yeah, man, definitely. We definitely should get something going, and I would definitely like to do that. Like like you always say. I know you always try to keep it positive, but right now, you try to keep it very optimistic, things like that. But right now, it's very hard to do with the direction of this team, with the things that are going on, things like that. Jalen Williams, what's going on, my guy? He said, "My man." What up, Jalen? I appreciate you for being here as well. But yeah, I mean, I don't normally partake in too many of these, but this team's got me drinking now. But and if anybody's out there is having a cold one, cheers to you. Thank you for being here. Um, it was really, really tough to watch the way that game played out yesterday, especially for one Miles Sanders, because finally, finally someone had put the smelling salt under Nick Sirianni's nose and woke him up, and they were actually running the ball at the beginning of that game. I like I said in the description, the let me see here. Give me one quick second. Pull this up. Let me make sure. No, the yeah, make sure you hit that thumbs up. We got 4 or 5 likes already on the live stream, so I appreciate you guys. But what was I gonna do here? There's something that I needed to do. Oh yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I mean, the Eagles actually on that first drive had 3 plays in a row where Jalen Hurts was under center and they ran the ball. And what do you know? What do you know? Play action actually works, and it works well for Jalen Hurts when he has a running game, or at least a threat of a run. Able to hit Dallas Goedert down the field on that first drive. Like I said in the description of this, and go ahead and read that, guys. I think you would enjoy that because it's I wrote a little bit of a kind of a shared some of my thoughts about this team right now and things like that in the description. So, like I said in the description, though, beautiful catch by D God. Absolutely caught that in traffic, and but was able to get separation. Why? In the middle of the field. Why? Because of play action. That's where Jalen Hurts succeeds. That's where he's successful. And for everyone that was already hating on him to begin the season, well, there's no, obviously we haven't seen a whole lot of progression, but look what style of offense he's consistently running out of. It's shotgun with maybe a running back next to him in the shotgun, running too many RPOs and things like that. It's so frustrating to watch. And then, like I said, just heartbreaking to see Miles go down. It looks like he's going to be out 2 to 3 weeks. Hopefully, he's going to avoid the short-term IR and just miss a couple of games. But it was heartbreaking to see. Nick was finally running the ball. He was finally running the ball, and Miles went down in the second drive. I think. I mean, I haven't heard anything certain, but I'm assuming that it's a sprained ankle, something like that. But just Miles looks so disheartened because he's been so frustrated, and I think he was very, very excited to showcase what he could do against the Las Vegas Raiders because they were the team to run the ball against, and we don't have the veteran leadership, the veteran talent behind him. Boston Scott, not enough reps earlier in this season, and Kenny Gainwell just doesn't have the experience or the size really to be an every down back in the NFL. So, and neither does Boston Scott for that matter. So you're probably going to see Jordan Howard get brought up from the practice squad. It's just really disheartening for Miles, and he just seems to have a lot of bad football luck, bad football juju. I don't know what to call it, but I just, I was really, really excited and happy with the start of that game, and it just completely blew up from there. I mean, it went completely south real quick. Big Play Slay said, question, how long have you been an Eagles fan, and is this the worst game you've seen from them? I've been an Eagles fan since 1990. I'm going to say 1995. Yep, that's right, because I was 13 years old when I became an Eagles fan. So I've been an Eagles fan for over 25 years now. And To say this is the worst I've seen from them, definitely in recent memory. Absolutely. Yes, it is big play. It absolutely is because we look like we are far worse from the team that only won 4 games last year. What were we last year? 4-11-1 because we tied the stinking ass Bengals, who actually hats off to them, man. They handled their business against the Ravens yesterday, and they kicked their ass. I mean, seriously, that's plain and simple. The Cincinnati Bengals are definitely for real, and I see them strongly contending for that division right now. You know, they're going to definitely be in the playoffs. But yeah, I mean, within especially I would say with even through the Chip Kelly era, through the definitely not through the Andy Reid era. I mean, but in like I said, more recent memory, this is probably one of the worst teams I've seen the Eagles put out there on the field. Absolutely. Especially this, the defense yesterday was atrocious. Was absolutely atrocious. Defense could not stop anybody out there. Couldn't stop a nosebleed, couldn't stop a JV football team in high school. I mean, they were just getting embarrassed. Like I said in the description, they made we made we our defense yesterday made freaking Derek Carr look like Aaron Mother Humping Rogers. Seriously, I mean, it was so disgusting. We have no pass rush, and you know it sucks to be an Eagles fan right now. But but whether the Eagles take advantage of it or not, or whether they trade him or he gets released in the future, I think you've kind of seen a type of offense that Jalen Hurts needs. He needs that. He needs to be under center more. He needs to be handing the ball off, letting the running game establish himself. What's going on, Diggs? BTW, appreciate you. He said, "Hey, what's up?" Appreciate you, Diggs. Definitely. We got Geo from the 215. He said, "What's going on, Philly Foothills?" Not much, man. Just doing a late night live because I thought we definitely have some things to talk about. Being the dumpster fire that this team is right now, I think we're one of the worst teams in the league, especially with the way our defense played. I mean, our defense is supposed to be our strength right now because we have a lot of youth and inexperience on the offensive side of the football, and the defense is just either I don't know if it's just they're not buying into the system or if they're just getting gassed because they're on the field so much. But right now, we'll be lucky to beat the Lions. Really, the only game that I see maybe possibly us winning realistically right now is only the New York Jets game. And I don't even see a purpose of us winning that game at that point. Because if we lose if we lose up until that point and we're 2 and whatever it is, I think we play the Jets in week. What is it? I got the schedule right in front of me. We play the Jets in week. Right now it was week 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so at that point we would be 2 and 10 if we lose out going into the Jets game. There's no reason to even compete there. I mean, why make your draft pick? What's the I don't see the point. I really don't at that juncture. We got Philadelphia Faith. He said, "What do you think about trade Joe Flacco?" Yeah, we're going to talk about that definitely too cuz like I said, we got quite a bit to discuss. Sorry about that, everybody. My internet literally just shut off on me. I don't know what the hell happened, but I apologize for that. Let's see if I can catch back up to where I was. Appreciate all the comments, you guys. Thank you so much. We got 7 people in the live stream. We gotta make sure you guys everybody hit that thumbs up. We got a heart on Facebook, so I appreciate that as well. Make sure you guys try to share this content with anybody that might be on social media right now and that you think might enjoy, chopping it up with us. So Philadelphia Face said, "What do you think about trade Joe Flacco?" I like it because once again, like I was saying, the Eagles are fattening our trade stock for next come next spring, whether our current GM is with us or not. Hopefully he's not, because I think that would be a bad decision. But either way, we have yet again acquired another draft pick for a backup player. So and again, it's a conditional draft pick. So if Joe Flacco reaches this, I haven't seen what the amount of playing time is that he needs to reach. I haven't seen that number yet. But if Flacco reaches a certain amount of playing time for the New York Jets, because he's now gone back to the stinking New York Jets, and we have received in return a 6th round pick in 2022. Like I said, is a conditional pick, so it can become a 5th round pick if he plays a certain amount of time. So, I like the pick. We have another solid backup in Gardner Minshew to slide right into that QB2 role. So I'm not worried about that. What I am kind of worried about with this trade is it's definitely going to intensify and especially if we keep losing, it's going to intensify the bench hurts and put in Gardner Minshew. And I don't know if that's really the solution for this team right now, especially because the way we looked on defense yesterday, as much as we would hope or we would think that Minshew Mania could play on defense, he doesn't. And our defense looked like freaking toilet paper yesterday. Looked like soft, warm table butter yesterday. Absolutely. But I like the trade, Philadelphia Faith. I do. I really do. Matthew Goodman, what's going on? Cowboys fans, always in my live streams. Hey, I appreciate the views. I appreciate the help getting me towards getting this channel monetized because I have already I'm well above the 1,000 subscribers. I'm right around 1,130 ish. On my way to 1150, on my way to 1,200, but more concentrated right now on the watch hours. That's why I'm trying to do some more, some of these live streams because I need to get to 4,000 watch hours, and right now I'm right under 1,700. So I still got a ways to go. But yeah, cry Eagles for cry on the road on their way to misery. Yeah, right now, pretty much. Pretty much, because this team is pretty freaking miserably bad. Absolutely. Philadelphia Face said rebuilding year is tough year for us. Yeah. It's definitely been tough so far. Absolutely. I'm kind of surprised we were kind of I think some definitely things had to go our way. Defense played very well against Carolina, and Sam Darnold, obviously he's not he started off kind of hot and has fizzled out after those first 3 games or so because we took it to him on the defensive side of the ball. We got 3 interceptions that day, and we had to get that special teams block, for us to even get some points on the board because our offense just hasn't been doing hardly anything. And week 1 was really kind of that's more of week 1 against Atlanta. To me, that was more of a final preseason game, more of it was, it didn't really tell the truth about this team, and it really got us excited and got us amped up because we started out 1-0, but being now that we've fallen to 2-5, the dumpster has literally caught on fire now. So, yeah, it's a tough year, definitely. Philadelphia Face said, he said, Cowboys will lose in playoffs. No need worry about the Cowboys. Yeah, I'm not. I feel the same way. I don't see them getting by Green Bay. I don't see them getting by Tampa Bay. I don't see them getting by even I think the Rams could beat the Cowboys in the playoffs, especially if it's in LA. But that's going to be it's going to be interesting because the Cowboys don't have any competition really in this division right now. So they're really not worried about the rest of the division. They're worried about trying to get the best top, the top seed in the NFC if they can right now. That's what they're focused on. And yeah, I'm not Mike McCarthy is not a coach that is going to get you very deep in the playoffs. So I'm not too worried about the Cowboys making a deep run this year. Yeah, they can have their glitz and their glamour during the regular season, but we know how the Cowboys how they fold when it comes how they become a tent when it comes to the playoffs. We've seen it happen. We've seen it happen we've seen it happen when the Cowboys were what that year 13-3. What was that Dak's rookie year or his second year? I can't remember, but Gio from the 215 he said, "Yep, turn those screens into play actions. He was solid in college, hurts on those plays. He doesn't fit the RPO scheme." Yeah, you have well, that I can't really answer because you have to have he definitely I'll agree with you. He definitely doesn't fit the RPO scheme with the production that we're getting out of the run game. You know, you have to have an established run game to be able to run RPOs efficiently, especially with a young quarterback like Jalen Hurts. You have to, and we don't. So that's why they know he's going to pull it out 9 times out of 10 right now, and he's more than likely going to try to run with it. So they know what Jalen Hurts is doing on the RPOs. It's really not that hard to see it. It's really not that hard to predict. Philadelphia Face said Hurd Sanders is out for 3 weeks. Yeah, I heard 2 to 3. So we'll see. I think they're being optimistic that he's only going to miss a game or two and that they don't have to put him on the short-term IR because if he's going to miss 3 games, then they might as well put him on short-term IR and that way they can open up a roster spot for somebody else. But yeah, it was really heartbreaking to see Sanders go out because he was going to have a hell of a game yesterday. He doesn't get hurt. He was going to have a hell of a game yesterday. He was going to do some great things fantasy wise, and just he was going to do some great things for his confidence and for this team and for just kind of change the atmosphere a little bit. And just once again, we're hit with bad luck. Get bit by the injury bug early on to our starting run. To our star. Really, our as playmakers go, as skill position players go on offense, he's the veteran leadership right now. And now who do we have? Now we're Kenny Gainwell's got to step up. He's a rookie. I mean, it's not going to get much better from here, guys. It really is. It's not. It's going to be tough for us to win another game this year. I'm saying that right now. Philadelphia Face said Jordan Howard needs to play now. Hopefully he was happy we run the ball too. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, there's a reason why he's been sitting on the practice squad. They don't. I mean, obviously they're not too high on him, and I guess he just didn't really fit the type of running back style. The being able to catch the ball out of the backfield more, more of a you can line him up outside if you need to type of running back. But hey, they're going to have to use what they have at this point, unless they're going to elevate um, Jason Huntley from the practice squad, who is a little more. He's fast. He's a little more. He's more agile. Jordan Howard's more of the bruiser, more of a short down back. But maybe they. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what they do at the running back position. It really is because losing Miles Sanders is not going to be easy. And hey, we got 12 people in the live stream right now, so thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate it. Like I always say, and I'm going to keep saying it, you guys are the food and the water to the channel. Without you, it does not continue to survive. So if you're feeling the vibe, please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to keep my dreams alive. because your boy here, Philly Foothills Fuego, is trying to do some big things with this YouTube stuff. So I really appreciate you guys. Matthew Goodman said, "You hope, Faith. You better hope." Yeah, we don't have to hope, really, Matthew, because we know how it goes with your boys. You may look good in the you may look good in the regular season, but come playoffs, yeah. There's not a lot of people probably in this live stream right now who have seen the Cowboys make any kind of deep playoff run outside of that 1 year with Dak. But hey, I'll say this now, Matthew, and mark my words. I was telling a good friend of mine who was on my channel not too long ago, Dallas Darrell, big Cowboys fan, lives in New Mexico now, but we were very, very close friends. He's like a brother to me from way back in the day when we were going to school. And I told him, I said, hey, Dak and Zeke and company, all those guys, they better realize what they have in front of them right now, the opportunity, and they better seize the day. They better take advantage of it because the team just gave not only did not too long ago in past gave Zeke the bag, and more recently they gave Dak the bag. So you guys better get it while you can because you're going to be feeling that financial strain sooner than later. Guaranteed it. Sooner than later, the Cowboys will be feeling that financial strain of Dak Prescott's big contract. So while this division is weak, with us being shit, with the football team being shit, with the New York Giants being shit, the Dallas and mother effing Cowboys better take advantage of it while you can. Because this shit ain't going to last forever, you guys. It really isn't. You can't give a quarterback that much money and expect to have a good, solid team for a long time coming. You just can't. It doesn't work that way financially. Philadelphia Face said, Cowboys don't scare me at all. You guys are growing progress. You guys are growing progress to honestly. Or you guys are going progress to. Maybe that's a misspell. I know I'm not that tired. Eagle underscore Slayer 95. What's going on? He said, what up, bro? I could use a nice sports therapy. I could use a nice sports therapy session. Yeah. Couldn't we all? Definitely. I mean, this is I try to bring that for you guys. Definitely. This is the place where you guys can definitely do that. And, that just, I'm going to, I've been on for a half hour now. So I'm going to do the first hour by myself and then drop the, I'm going to drop the link to join in if you guys want to. But yeah, I think we all can need some nice sports therapy. That's for sure. Matthew Goodman said, even though we whooped y'all, haha, okay, Faith, keep hoping. Hey, you guys whooped on I mean, look at us. Come on. What did you really beat? You beat a rookie coached, rookie defensive coordinator, rookie quarterback damn near. I mean, basically it's a new offense. He didn't play a full season last year. And what are you really beating? What are you really hanging your hat on, Matthew, when you say you beat the Eagles right now? We're one of the worst teams in the league right now. I'll say that. And it's pretty freaking clear. I mean, we can't even barely even freaking score against the damn Las Vegas Raiders. It's pathetic. We can't get any pass rush going. Nothing's working right now. Gio from the 215, he said, how do you feel about all the drama with the coach and Cox? Also, Sirianni not watching tape. Yeah, that I did not hear Sirianni say he's not watching tape. That's crazy. I don't understand that at all. As far as Cox being mad at the coach, I think he definitely has a right to be. But I think in the same boat, we also, as fans, have a right to be mad at Fletcher Cox right now for the pure lack of production that he has put up this year. And yes, I know you guys are all going to jump in and say, oh, he's been double teamed a lot and this and that. But you know what? He's the highest paid player on this team, and he's not double teamed all the time. And he just does not have the production on those one-on-one battles, he's not winning them. And I don't know if he's lost a step or if his heart's just not in it because of these issues now that are surfacing with him not liking, you know, Coach Gannon's defensive scheme and all this and that. I mean, hell, who would? Who would? This looks like Jim Schwartz all over again. It really does. Yeah, he may be playing a little less man and a little more too high shell, things like that. But I mean, just the fact that we have no pass rush right now, really. Man, are we missing Brandon Graham more than ever right now? We're consistently trying to get pressure with the front four, and they're not getting there. We're not bringing any blitzes. I mean, basically, the linebackers are like a waste of space out there. They're a waste of position. They're not getting to the quarterback. They're not stopping the run. They're not covering the pass. So what the fuck are they doing out there? Excuse my language, but Jesus Christ. I mean, it's so frustrating. And sometimes it's hard to you know, to really it's just it when it gets this bad, it's hard to watch. I had to walk away a couple times yesterday because it's just it was pathetic. It's embarrassing. It's one of the worst losses that I've experienced in quite a while. That's for sure. Especially with the expectations that we had going into that game. Eagles underscore Slayer 95 said the defense couldn't stop a leaf blowing down the street. Yeah, they absolutely couldn't. Like I said, we made Derek Carr look like Aaron Rodgers. We made that backup tight end. What was his name? Moreau look like freaking, I don't know, Rob Gronkowski in his day, or freaking George Kittle or Travis. I don't know. That guy's he's talented, but Jiminy Christmas, boy, did we ever look like dog shit on both sides of the ball, and especially defense. And that's kind of surprising, like I said in the description too, because this team has been up and down on the defensive side of the ball. In spurts, we've played good. We played good in spurts against the Bucks. We played good in spurts against the 49ers. And it's just, and the defense is supposed to be our strength, and they're really not right now. And I think they're getting frustrated, and I think they're getting worn down too from being on the damn field so much, because our offense just can't sustain drives. Without a run game, with an experienced quarterback that's always in shotgun, with an inexperienced quarterback that's always in shotgun, with a young, inexperienced wide receiving core that just continues to struggle game in and game out, it's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing it unfold right in front of our eyes. What's going on, Coach Dante? I appreciate you said what up. What's going on, Coach? Definitely shout out to you. Thank you for being here and joining the live stream. Very much so. Gio from the 215 said, Victory. If I was Lurie, I heard that he would have been out of the office. That's lacking on his job, and the team isn't behind him anymore. Victory said, facts. What's going on, Vic? Appreciate you being here as well. Thank you guys so much. Vic also said, Howie didn't do enough research on Sirianni. I think he was left scrambling for a coach, and we ended up with Sirianni. Yeah, it basically came down to Sirianni and Josh McDaniel. And at this point, I think Josh McDaniel would have been a better choice. But hey, hindsight's always 2020. And I was reading earlier that the current head coach for the Los Angeles Chargers, one of the main reasons why he declined to even interview with the Eagles was because of Howie Roseman. And when your GM is well, what's the word? Dissuading? What's the opposite word of persuading? If he is basically one of the main reasons why top head coaching candidates are declining to even fly to Philly and interview and talk to you guys, that's a major, major concern. And that's something that has to be addressed and has to change very, very quickly, because I think if you're gonna, if Lurie, if Jeffrey Lurie is a, if Jeffrey Lurie has any kind of smarts in his brain about wanting this team to succeed in the future, and I'm talking in the fairly near future, it may be time to just cut bait with everything. Cut bait with the GM, cut bait with the coach, and cut bait with the quarterback. Yeah, that may be a little drastic, but hey, maybe that's what we need to start changing some things around here. Maybe we need a little bit of dramatics. Maybe we need some drastic measures to be made. Vic 3 also said Brandon Staley was offered the job and turned it down. Yeah, that's who I was talking about. Yes, he definitely was, and I think he was offered the job without even interviewing. So that says quite a bit, definitely. Yeah, he did not like Howie. I mean, who's gonna who's gonna like a GM that makes a bunch of mistakes, especially when it comes to talent, talent evaluating, drafting things in that measure, and then turns around and spins it so you look like the bad guy, and then you look like you're the one that needs to be, that you're the bad seed in the bunch. That you're the problem when really it's the damn GM that's the problem. Absolutely, Vic, that says a lot. It really does. Yeah. Yeah, the Tennessee Titans offensive coordinator. Yep. He turned it down as well. I know. It this better be Howie's last year. I know he's under contract through 2022, but I'm pretty sure mistake. I mean, I have is having trouble finding the specifics on Howie Roseman's contract. But from what I understand, he is only guaranteed through 2022, or through this season, I should say. The 2022 is a team option, if I'm not mistaken. So if Jeffrey Lurie, like I said earlier, if Jeffrey Lurie wants this team to succeed, we have to start at the top, and that's his main man, Howie Roseman. But hey, sometimes this is a business, and sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Key's in the building. What's going on, Key? Appreciate you. Thank you, guys. Make sure you guys all hit that thumbs up. We got about 13 people in the live stream right now. A second ago, it was like 18. So I appreciate you all. Make sure you guys all hit that thumbs up. It helps push the content out there more and more. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe if you enjoy the content. And make sure you turn on that notification bell. That way you never miss any of these live streams or any of the videos that I drop that I'm constantly putting out there. So definitely appreciate you, Key. Thank you for being here. Jinx Wolf is here as well. He said, "Sup? What's going on, Jinx? Thank you for joining us." Big Three said, "We stuck out with 5 coaches before we decided on Nick Sirianni." Yeah, he definitely wasn't our top candidate, and I think there's a reason why. Oh yeah, that's right. DeBoll is in Buffalo. Yeah, I think that you're right. But yes, Arthur Smith turned us down also. He needs the Titans offensive coordinator. Yes. Yes. That's right. The Bulls in Buffalo. You're correct. Daryl Ingham the second. What's going on? That's Dallas. Daryl, hey, your ears must have been burning because I was speaking about you earlier, and how I was letting you know that, your Cowboys definitely have to seize the day. They got to take advantage of this team, this opportunity while they can. And if that means they have to go through Tampa Bay, then they're going to have to do it, or through Green Bay, they're going to have to do it, and that's going to mean Dak going toe to toe with, some of the goats out there. So they definitely have to be able to take advantage of it, because if they don't, like I was telling you, D, they're going to be feeling the financial strains sooner than later. Key in the building said he's good till 2022. What do you mean he's good till? I mean, does that mean he's guaranteed? I thought he was only guaranteed through this year. I thought this was his last year guaranteed, fully guaranteed. We're talking about Howie Roseman. Victory said, "What's good, Key?" Oh, Gio from the 215 said, "We the new Browns." And you know what? If we fire our coach after 1 year, and if I mean, if Lurie blows this whole thing up and he gets rid of Roseman as well, then yeah, we're definitely going to start looking like the Cleveland Browns. He said, "What's up, Vic?" Yeah, yeah, that is saddening to say that we're the new Cleveland Browns. It really is. It makes me cry too. Key in the building said Howie MS got to go, or Nick and Gannon. Yeah, Gannon's looking like he is lost out there. Like he doesn't know what the hell he's doing with this defense. Key in the building said Jim Johnson is rolling in his damn grave looking at this defense. He absolutely is, and that's a good shout. You know, because if he was alive to see this, yeah, he'd probably have a heart attack. He'd be so upset because this defense and the just the amount of talent that we have on the defensive line, especially the defensive tackle. And we're just not, I don't know. It's so frustrating because again, that stems back to and you talk about our defense, it stems back to our GM who does not draft linebackers at all. Like doesn't invest any kind of serious draft capital into linebackers. And until we change that, until we do not address some key positions on this team, like linebacker, and I feel like defense. I know everybody says linebacker, but I think we need defensive end too. We need one or two more. We really do. We don't have enough pass rush. We don't have enough speed on the outside. We don't have we don't have guys running people down like they're like I can't even say, I don't remember how to say his name. Gonkwe, or I think that was his name. They said it so much yesterday. The defensive end that was just wreaking havoc on us yesterday for the Raiders. I think his last name is Ngankwe, if I'm not mistaken. But until we get some players like that, until we get a linebacker that can and is an impact player, our defense is going to continue to look absolutely terrible. Vic 3 said Nick Sirianni's arm must be so tired from throwing everyone under the bus. Yeah, it must be tired too from lifting up his speaker so he could spit. His shoulder must be getting tired from raising his arm up like that all the time, you know? Absolutely. It's crazy. Roseman contract. Hmm. I need to find some more. I need to find some solid details on the Roseman contract. Dale Ingram II said that's what needs to do. Got the bag now. He needs to deliver the ship. Yeah, Dak's got a lot in front of him right now. He's got a prime opportunity. You guys don't have any competition in the division right now. You guys pretty much have a cakewalk to the NFC East this year. So, you guys better get it done, or else that window is not going to be open for very long. I tell you that. Yeah, you have a lot of young talent on this team, but when that money needs to start being that money that you don't have because of Dak's contract, because of Zeke's big contract, that starts filtering into the offensive line, and you not being able to re-sign guys or to bring in top level talent, then that's going to become an issue. Vic 3 said facts key. He hasn't stopped rolling. Jim Schwartz. Yeah, he's doing backflips literally and not in a good way in his grave. Darlingham the second said three number ones though. Yeah, yeah, possibly. I mean, it's not three yet. We have two that are certain, but Wentz has to play, a percentage enough snaps, and the way he's playing right now, it looks like he's going to knock on wood. Let me find some wood to knock on that he doesn't get hurt again. But yeah, I mean, he beat the 49ers yesterday, throwing a late touchdown. So he looked, he didn't look great, but he's looked pretty decent. It looks like he's maybe starting to get back to that old Carson Wentz a little bit. I don't think he's ever going to get back to that MVP type of level that he was on in 2017, but I think he's going to be a serviceable quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts for for a few years to come. Definitely. Key in the building says Slay isn't where he needs to be. Fletcher is chasing screens. Ryan Kerrigan isn't being used. Yeah, I don't even did Ryan Kerrigan even freaking play yesterday? I don't even remember seeing him on the field. That's crazy. That's crazy. And maybe I don't know. Again, if we're that bad at linebacker, put freaking Ryan Kerrigan at linebacker. He can't be much worse. He really can't, and he knows how to play some 3-4 outside. He's played outside linebacker in a 3-4. So maybe maybe Fletch and maybe we should switch to a 3-4 and put Kerrigan at linebacker. Maybe that's something that we should look into more. Maybe have Hargrave start in the middle at nose tackle, and Fletch can sub in with them. He'd be the first man off the bench in the middle of the line there, but that's not a bad idea. I think Kerrigan is definitely not being used enough either. It's almost like we don't want to win right now. What's going on, the Green Talons? Appreciate you being here. He said, my main concern is the New York Jets. We own them by 10 games and no loss. If we lose to Jets, time to clean house by ridding us with Howie. We got an inexperienced staff that can't coach, hands down. I agree with you. I agree with you. And I said it earlier, and I'm going to keep saying it right now. With the way this team is right now, with the lack of experience that we have on this coaching staff, with the lack of experience that we have on both sides of the football, especially on offense, and the type of scheme that we continue to run with this quarterback, we're going to be damn lucky to win another game this year. And that Jets game is pretty much the only one I think that we can win right now. Is I don't think we're going to, the way the Lions played against the Rams yesterday, I think the Lions are going to kick our ass next week. I think they're going to beat us. Speedy Eagle 2.25. The last great linebacker, Jeremiah Trotter. Last good linebacker, Jordan Hicks. Yeah, Jordan was good for his rookie year. Then he got hurt. Now he's in Arizona with Ertz. And man, shout out to Zach, man. You guys see that what was it, a 50-something yard touchdown he had, catch and run against the Houston Texans yesterday? Maybe Zach Ertz was a better yak tight end than we gave him credit for. He got that done with his legs just as much as he did his hands. That was a great catch and run by Ertz, and maybe he was just in the wrong style of offense. Maybe we should have got him more in space and seen what he can do. But that was kind of cool to see. His longest touchdown ever in the NFL came on his first touchdown catch with the Arizona Cardinals. As much as I hated him to leave, I like the situation he went into, and it looks like he's already thriving. So that's kind of cool to see. It really is. Yeah, and Jeremiah Trotter was freaking beast, man. The Axeman. Loved Jeremiah Trotter. Loved it. Hated when he went to Washington, and it was sad to see that, but loved me some Jeremiah Trotter. Definitely, he was so physical, and he had a great personality, and that guy he's a one hell of a motivator too. He always got the guys fired up pregame and things like that. Darlingham II said linebackers are the most valuable added position. Defensive ends make or break you. Yeah, well, the lack of defensive end and linebacker right now is definitely breaking us. It really is. And, I haven't seen enough out of Josh Sweat this year. I mean, where has he been? Yeah, he's had some pressures here and there, but not enough consistent pass rush from the outside. Derek Barnett is once again a ghost. He has continued to have more personal fouls than sacks. That's an astronomical number that just can't be denied. Because I believe I think it's like I think with the one this year, that personal foul that he had against San Francisco, I want to believe at the end of the game, I believe that was his 10th personal foul in his career, and he only has 6 sacks. Derek Barnett is an absolute bust. Get him the hell out of Philadelphia. Derek Barnett sucks, sucks. Get him the hell out of here. He sucks. Trash. Absolute garbage, Derek Barnett is. Victory, my first round draft. Kayvon Thibodeau, Kyle Hamilton, and Matt Corral. Try to remember. I know Hamilton's a DB. I'm not familiar with those other two names. Remind me of those positions, Vic, of Kayvon Thibodeau, Kyle Hamilton, and Matt Corral. What positions do they play? So I can really give you an answer of how I feel about your first round draft. Gio from the 215 said if Eagles somehow manage to get the first pick in the draft, you see Kayvon Thibodeau being an option at number 1. I'm gonna have to look into it. I don't follow college football a lot, so I'm not familiar with Thibodeau. So you guys are gonna have to remind me what position he plays and things like that. I'm gonna have to go look at some of his game film. But if he's a linebacker or if he's a defensive end, shit, anything on the defensive side of the ball, really save if he's a safety, if he's a corner, I probably wouldn't have much problem with it because we need to go defense. We need to go defense early. And it better not be defensive tackle. If Howie Roseman drafts a defensive tackle with one of our first round picks, I'm going to be pissed. He way overvalues that position, and we have a star, an absolute stud right now in Javon Hargrave. We do not need help at that position right now. Key in the building said, I would have took Jordan Hicks. She's saying back for Ertz. Yeah, I would have too. But I don't think they were offering that. And I would have definitely took their linebacker that was playing. What did he have in the first game? It was like 5 sacks or something like that. But yeah, I would have took either one of those guys. But I'm happy that we got Tay Gowan. I think people are sleeping on him, and I think Tay is going to do some big things in this league. Whether it's with this team, whether we can spot that talent and let it grow and blossom is another thing. But I think Tay Gowan is a talented kid, and I'm not just saying that because he was gracious enough to be on my channel, earlier this year. He was actually my first live stream interview, but because I was saying big things about him before he did that. I'm still very high on him. I thought the only reason he fell so far in the draft was because he opted out because of COVID, but you can't fault him for that. He's got a young child that he needed to protect. So I don't blame him for that at all. And I think the Eagles they obviously have had their eye on him because they wouldn't necessarily accept him in a trade if they weren't interested in him. So, but yeah, Key, I would have definitely took Hicks back as well. Yeah, Ngakwe. Yes, Daryl. He was wreaking havoc against the Eagles. He was making Jordan Mailata look kind of bad yesterday. Gio from the 215 said Vic Corral is underrated. Okay. Gio from the 215 said I'll take him if he's available. Gio from the 215 said only 13% Kerrigan was out. Only 13% of the Kerrigan was out? Really? He played that much yesterday? Daryl said no excuses. Yep. You guys have none this year. You guys gotta get it done. Victory said at Gio, I think we have a good chance at landing him. All right, all right. Daryl said facts. Victory says Zach ain't never played like that here. Well, maybe it's the fact that we didn't, we just didn't get him in the get him in space like that. And maybe he didn't have he's never played in an offense where there's been that many weapons around him. I mean, they got just on the in the receiving core, they got DeAndre Hopkins, AJ Green, Christian Kirk, and they got Rondell Moore, I believe is his first name, the rookie that they got. So he's and they got a mobile quarterback who the defense has to account for. They got good running backs in Edmonds and Connor. So or Connors, I should say. So I mean, yeah, you're right, Vic. He's never played like that here, but maybe he's never been in that type of scenario either. Vic 3 said, "What do you think is a bigger need going into the draft, safety or defensive line slash defensive end?" Well, I'd say right now they're pretty close because Anthony Harris is only on a 1 year deal. Rodney McLeod's getting older. I'm not sure how much longer we have him under contract. Defensive end, Derek Barnett's going to be gone. Brandon Graham's aging. He's going to be coming off a major injury. Josh Sweat hasn't shown enough, in my opinion, so far. And who does that leave us with? Kerrigan's on a 1 year deal. We have Teron Jackson, who is a project. He's from a smaller school. He's definitely got some potential and upside, but if I was going to say what's a bigger need, to me, I would rather draft a defensive end higher than a safety. I think you can get more talent later on in the draft at the safety position. I think that's a little more easier to kind of fill in later in the draft than compared to defensive end. I want an upper echelon pass rusher, a guy with a motor like Ngakwe's, like some of these guys who just continuously get after the quarterback and whose motors just do not stop. I need a guy like that. I really do. I need a difference maker. I need a Chase Young type of player. I need someone like that. I really do. So I would say defensive end, Vic, in my opinion. Darrell Ingham II said, "Do y'all make a play for Watson?" Oh, I was wondering for somebody to bring that up. Right now, do we make a play for Watson? No. If at some point during this season, well, obviously the trade deadline's coming up pretty quickly. It's what November 2nd, I believe, is the trade deadline. So I don't see his legal troubles getting cleared up before then, being the just the depth and and the just the whole the length of the process for all that. I don't see that being cleared up until the off season. So if he's cleared of his troubles and all that, possibly in the future, yeah, depending on what the front office is looking at, I should say what the front office is looking like come the next off season, come next draft, things like that. But I think there's definitely a possibility, especially with how much draft capital that we have now. There's definitely a strong possibility that Deshaun Watson could be a Philadelphia Eagle before next draft. I wouldn't say that it's out of the realm of possibility at all. All right, I'm gonna drop the link to join the live stream right now. We got 10 people in here still, so I really appreciate you guys being with me and keeping this conversation going in the chat here. Excuse me. Let me take a little swig of a brewski here. Victory said, and you think about it at safety, there's uncertainty if we're going to resign Harris, and then we don't know that the future holds for McLeod. Then the other side, do we move on from Cox, Graham, and Barnett? Yeah, that's a good question. There's a lot of unknowns right now, Vic, with this team, definitely. So yeah, those are all good Good topics right there. I got my first guest in the back here. We got Eagles Champ 1. What's going on, my dude? How you doing?
I'm gonna say this like, and I don't care if I'm a fake fan, right? I hope we lose every game. It's not because I don't want to be competitive, but Jeffrey Lloyd will have no choice but to fire Howard Roseman. I don't trust him. I think he sucks. They just come out that the Falcons. You remember the CeeDee Lamb thing? Just came out that the Falcons just call the Eagles and say, Howard Roseman, do you want to trade the first? And he said, no, thank you. I draft Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts stinks.
Seriously? Wow.
Stinks. I'm going to be real with you. I was a big fan of Jalen Hurts this year. He has showed me nothing. He can't read the defense, and I think part of it is the coach. Part of it is because we don't have a coach. We have a puppet. This is this is all a problem. Howie Roseman has to go, and I want to lose it so much. I don't care if it's the Giants. I don't care if it's the Redskins or whatever you want to call them. I don't want Howie here next year. I don't trust him. I want him fired. I want him gone. And if we lose so much, I'm hoping, because we can hope Jeffrey Lloyd has a brain somewhere. I'm hoping that he can just say, you know what? See you later. I don't trust him. I don't care about the future because the future starts by firing Howard Roseman. I don't trust him with the 3 first-round picks because he's going to do something foolish and we're going to end up here. The fact that your quarterback that you traded because you ran him out, and what did Carson Wentz say he wanted out for? Because he didn't trust the GM. Zach Ertz wanted out because he didn't trust the GM. When our coaches are not coming to Philly, you want the ball. Why? He's not going to come here. Howie Roseman is a problem. And I've been telling people told me I was foolish. I want to lose so much so we can get rid of this scumbag piece of shit GM. I don't care about that Super Bowl that he won. It's 4 years and he didn't win shit in my opinion. He signed all these 1-year deals. And guess what? I don't care. I want to lose so much so Jeffrey Lloyd has no choice but to fire him. It's time for the clown to go. Get rid of him. He sucks as an accountant. He's not good as a damn GM. He's not even good with the trades. Where's our defense? Where's the linebackers? And we can got anybody. This ain't fun at all. We're so bad that we might be worse than 1999. I wasn't alive since 1999, so I don't know how it is. But this is worse than last year. This team, if you had a decent quarterback, Devontae Smith is right above Jalen. He would be better than Jamar Chase right now. People are glowing over Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase has Joe Burrow. Jalen Hurts can't read defense. He can't read he's not going through his progressions. It sounds like he's regressing, and part of it is the coaching. You got puppet defensive ends. Did you see Brandley Stanley today? The fact that Howie Roseman was here, he didn't come. That's a problem. That's a problem. We got T-shirt Garrett in Philadelphia. We don't got a head coach. We got Jason Garrett just with the T-shirts. That's exactly what we got. He's not the clapper. He's the T-shirt, a show off. I don't know what you want me to say. No coach is going to want to come here until you fire the GM. He has more of everything to do with this team being bad. And I don't care if people say I'm a fake fan. I want to lose so much because I want Howie gone. And it's not because I don't want us to tank. I don't care about tanking. Howie Roseman has to go. He has to get the hell out of here. I've been saying this since 2018. This man sucks as drafted. I don't trust him with 3 first-round picks. I don't care if it's the first, the second, the third, in the first round. He doesn't hit them. He's terrible as a damn GM. And I don't care what pass he had in the history because we can bring up what picks he missed or what picks he got right. Oh, whoopie do. How many picks has he missed over the years? This guy has to go. This is sad and it's embarrassing to watch.
I
Get
think
that
you lost
shit
your
out of
breath
here.
with that one.
Get that shit out of here, man. Fucking annoyed. The fact that this fucking GM is still fuck here. I can't take it anymore. I want to hurt Howie Roseman. Do you understand? I'm hoping this guy gets hit by a damn car. I hate this dude so much. And Jeffrey Lloyd, I'm talking to you. Fire him, please. Fire him. He sucks as a damn GM. I've been begging for people. People call me clowns when I said Howie's a problem. Oh, Howie won the Super Bowl. I don't give a rat's ass about that Super Bowl. He can take that and he can shut up where the sunshine doesn't shine. I don't care. I want him fired. This is disgraceful. This is not even. Yes, we're not even competing.
And if
I want to
losing,
lose.
and like you said, if losing the rest of the games this year, if that's what it takes for Howie Roseman to be gone, then I'm in it. I'm in. I'm
I'm not
definitely
for
in
all
for that.
that. I'm not for all that. I'm not trying to lose just to get rid of the GM. His track record will make him get out of here. You know what I mean? That'll be the reason why he's gone. We don't have to lose for Howard to get fired. I mean, we're just
Let's
going
hope
the
not.
way we're going now. It's gonna take care of itself. Believe me.
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying earlier in the live stream, man, I, I don't see us being competitive with looking at our remaining schedule. It's going to be tough. It's going to be very, very
And
tough.
I was on JC Eagle, and this guy, shout to him, no disrespect, but he's missing the point. He thinks we could beat the Lions, bro. We're not even going to beat the Lions, dude. I have a skin destroyed by Jared Goff. I don't care about the schedule. I don't think we deserve to make a wild card. If we make the wild card, it'd be disgraceful because that means Howard Roseman, that fucking weasel, is still the fucking Philadelphia. It does not change. The ball, I want a guy like John. I want a guy like the ball off the corner. You know why he's not coming? You want to know why Deshaun Watson chose not to come to Philadelphia? Because he sees the little nerd. It's not because of Philly fans. People say JC Eagles like, oh, it's because of Philly fans. No, Deshaun Watson doesn't want to come because he sees what's going on. Everybody sees what's going on. This nerd GM and his damn incompetent owner who thinks he's above everybody. And he might be the owner, but he needs to get his ass together because Jeffrey Lurie, this is disgraceful. I'm talking to Jeffrey Lurie if he ever watches this channel. Fire this GM. What has this GM done over the last 4 years? He makes some picks that like we got a bunch of nobodies on it. Who is our linebacker? You're not even giving the young guys, even Jacoby Stevens not even out here. Davion Taylor's not even getting that much playing time. Why is Sean Bradley on special teams? Because this nerd has the 53-man roster, and it does not change until he's gone. People call me clown in 2018. They said I didn't know what the hell I was talking about when I said I wanted him gone in 2018. I saw the problem, and you can sit there and say, well, how he's not going to go anywhere. You're right, because Jeffrey Lurie is going to continue having him until we start hitting rock bottom, and we might have hit rock bottom, but I want us to hit it permanently, where everybody wants out, where I want it to be so bad that he has no choice but to fire him. I don't trust him with the first. We can talk about the draft all we want. The picks that he's going to, the guys he gets is not what we're going to be looking forward to having. This guy has done it. The fact JJ Arcega,
You can't even say his name. He's damn.
why is this dude still here? Sit his ass on a damn bench. Sit his ass on a bench. I don't care about blocking. Why is he not out here catching the football? You know what I'm saying? I'd rather, like, Mac Hollins is playing good in Miami. Mac fucking Hollins is playing good in Miami. You don't think Travis Fulgham is going to play good in Miami?
He's with Seattle.
Travis Fulgham's with Seattle now.
Yeah, he's playing tonight.
All right.
So Miami cut him?
Nah, he never went to Miami. I don't think, did he? I thought he went to Seattle. I
No,
didn't
he
know
went to
was.
Miami. He went to
Oh,
Miami. He
yeah.
I mean,
got picked up by Miami.
they picked him up. They might have just
Yeah,
had him on the practice squad, and then Seattle picked him up.
yeah, that's
But
probably what it was. But yeah, he's playing tonight.
but it's still crazy. We ran a quarterback out, and you can say what you want about Carson. You know what? I take a diva quarterback right now over the one we have right now, and I've been on the Jalen Hurts train, but this guy showed me nothing. This guy can't hit his reads. This guy can't hit his targets, and at this point, to Howie Roseman, if he's going to be here, go get Deshaun Watson so we don't have to draft anybody because you won't hit him anyway. If you want to waste a damn quarterback or you wanted to go for it, because we're going to draft a fucking quarterback and you know it next year in the draft. This guy stinks. I don't care about the next 4 games. I hope we lose to every single team. I hope we get embarrassed by Daniel Jones or Danny Pesos, whatever you want to call him. I hope we lose to the Washington. I want to lose. I want to be miserable. I don't like being miserable, but this is miserable right here. The GM makes us miserable. And if you think Howie Roseman is a good GM, more power to you. Because what has he done? We shouldn't even have to be worried about drafting next year. The fact that we were talking about tanking again. And the funny
But
thing is
you've seen it
we're
on the
not even
first
in a
drive, though.
rebuild mode.
When
We're
you
not even a
get
real Mhm.
when you get Jalen under center, when you have a running game going, he doesn't look that bad. He was able to hit Goddard on that play action in traffic. So, you know, you
and
get the right
and know
style of
that
offense around him, and
and
he's
I want
not
to
gonna
say
he's
this.
not trash. I'm not gonna
This
I
say
don't
Jalen.
think we have a bad team. I don't think we have a
this
bad team. I think it's just again, it's the direction that we're putting. It's our coaching. We can blame Howie because you know what? At the end of the day, he's the one that makes all the decisions. So yeah, Howie gets a large a large load of the blame. But you also got to focus on his coaching staff. And a lot of people are blaming Gannon. I think he does get some blame, but you got to look at it on his end. He's constantly going through 3 and outs. His defense is always on the field. Time of possession, it's ridiculous. There is a huge disparity with time of possession. So that means the defense is constantly on the field. We had these problems with Jim Schwartz too. But again, his defense just wasn't equipped. Now I think this defense can be. We have deficiencies at the linebacker position, which makes things worse. But I don't think this team is bad. With the right coach, this team could have been this record would be totally different. But again,
no no
we're
no
gonna
no
have
no
to go through
no
these growing
no
pains with Sirianni.
no
Now
no
I
no
don't know
no
if
no.
the coaches at
Th- th-
the
This
owner at a
this
position
this
where hold on man, shush.
sorry
I
about
don't
that.
know if the owner's at a position where he wants to, burn it all down and he wants to get rid of the coach and the GM. I don't know. The relationship between Roseman and Laurie has been a long one. They're really close. Today, the question was asked to Joe Banner, who was another, Laurie friend, longtime friend. Do you
Right.
think Howie's in trouble? His response was a quick no. If Joe Banner, I'm honest, I don't like Joe Banner, but if Joe Banner really thinks that's a guy who's on the inside, for better or worse, whatever we think about him, that's a guy who's on the inside. If he doesn't think Howie Roseman's job is in any way in trouble, he's going to be here next year. So we got to stop worrying about Howie. We got to start worrying about this coaching staff. It does suck. Howie's going to be in charge with these three draft picks. It's very
Well,
scary.
well, he's in charge of the draft, bro. But then just go get Deshaun Watson because we're not going anywhere. Listen, man, and I don't want to yell because it's getting too late. And frankly, I'm tired of yelling. But Howie Roseman doesn't deserve to be in draft next year. The fact that we are sitting there to go, first of all, the coaching stinks because they're puppets. They're not real head coaches. They're controlled by the front office and the damn GM. Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman chose Nick Sirianni because no one will come because of who? This guy right here. And this guy right here is still damn in the facility. And Joe Banner, if Joe Banner knows that, then there's a big problem. And that's why I want to lose every single game. Because if Jeffrey Lurie does not see the problem, now, the first thing is him, because he put everything by keeping Howie Roseman here. The second is if he is doing what I'm hearing that he's telling, because we're going to see more reports coming out. Is Nick Sirianni a puppet, or are they doing the same thing they did with Doug Peterson last year? But you trade a franchise quarterback. Listen, man, I take Carson Wentz right now over Jalen Hurts right now, and I don't care what anybody says about the coaching. The coaching doesn't help when your quarterback is not hitting these targets. You can have any coach you want. If your quarterback is not progressing, because let's be real, Jalen Hurts is not having a good season so far. When you look at his throwing motion, it's not getting better. He's throwing in bad places. He's like there's so many yesterday where there's open receivers and he's not hitting them. He's just running. He's a one-read quarterback. And if he does not work out, that's another move by Howard Roseman because you drafted him in the second round and you end up costing his team. But let me ask you a question. If you trust Howie Roseman with these three first-round picks, man, and you say, okay, let's say presumably Howie Roseman's here next year, we're in trouble. You can't have this guy here. We will be you want to what we're going to be the Browns if Howie Roseman there? Honestly, no, we wouldn't. We'd be a lot better without Howie Roseman. Because you get guys, if Jeffrey Lurie sees the light and he says, you know what, let's get a football guy in here, we will be a lot better. We are the freaking Browns right now. The Jets might be better. We might lose to the Jets. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think we can lose to the Jets. We're
The
that
thing
bad.
is
This
if you
deep
get rid of
hold
Howie
up, hold
Roseman,
up,
who
hold
you
up,
going
hold
to?
up, hold up, hold up. Sorry about that. This defense has no time. And you said there's defense. No, this defense stinks. no pass rush. Fletcher Cox is getting what Fletcher Cox needs to shut his mouth. You're the biggest, you're the highest paid defense tackle on this team, and you're playing like a bum. Shut up. Get the hell out of here. Matter of fact, pack your shit and get the hell out of here. I don't want to see you ever again. You can go. This team has got so bad, and I've been saying you do, and I made the video. You don't get veterans when you're trying to rebuild this defense. And everybody told me, well, Ryan Kerrigan helps this team. No, he doesn't. We need to move on from the veterans. These one-year deals with the veterans is part of it, but also the drafting. When you chose not to get a guy like a linebacker, and it doesn't have to be JOK, there was other linebackers you could have gotten the third, the fourth. You chose to go out and waste them on stupid defensive picks. They're not even playing right now. Jacoby Stevens, where's he at? He's on a damn bench because Howie Roseman didn't draft him. The scouts did. Because Howie Roseman, if he don't get to choose his player, he's not playing him. This guy has been the biggest dictator in Eagles franchise. And like I said, first of all, those picks, he better hit them, but he won't. And I don't care what it takes. You could call me a fake fan. You could unsubscribe to me. You can make fun of me. You could sit there and say, I don't know shit about football. You could say what you want. I want to lose so much. It's not because I like losing, because I want to get so bad where Jeffrey Lurie has no choice because if Joe Bannon says Howie Roseman is not in danger, that he's not seen the issue yet. I wanted to get so bad where Jeffrey Lurie has no choice but to fire him because it has to get bad where Jeffrey Lurie pulls the trigger. And my belief is if we lose every game, Howie Roseman will go. And if it doesn't, then I hope it continues to lose. And I hope we continue to lose. And I hope we continue to lose because I want this GM gone. I despise him because he's not even a football nut. He's an accountant doing the picks. He's a nerd. And there's nothing wrong with nerds, but you need football guys in here. And Howie Roseman has no knowledge of football. Continue.
I think there's a strong chance that we could, not that I want this, but that we could lose every game the rest of the year and Howie still keep his job just for the mere fact that Lurie is not going to want to bring in a new guy and to be able to trust him with possibly definitely two, possibly 3 first-round draft picks this coming draft. So, that's what Vic, what were you trying to chime in with a second ago?
Oh, I totally forgot by now. But what I was going to say to your point is, I think the one way that we can assure that Howie Roseman won't be here is when Jeffrey Lurie starts hearing enough noise, when it becomes talk in national media, when they start talking about, the fans are going outraged. That's the only way he gets involved. Once it's to a point where the fans, the media are talking about the Eagles in a negative light, Lurie decides to step in, like he did with Doug. He's saying he's upset. He wants change. That's the only way things will happen. If, it might be a little bit rumblings now. It's early in the season. He's going to see it as, it's some growing pains with a first-time coach. I don't think he's going to put much blame on Howie at the moment. Again, it's very early right now. You still got, 10 games to go?
Yeah.
Again, if it continues on this path, I don't think Jeffrey Lurie has any choice other than to fire Howie Roseman. Damn the relationship. You can still catch up later on. You can go out for dinner later on. You don't have to be in the building every damn day that, be around them. If he's your friend, let him be your friend. You got to separate that from business. And I mentioned this earlier. That's one of the biggest issues in the NFL. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And relationships get you jobs. When I mentioned before, head coaching positions, you constantly see the same guys getting the head coaching jobs because it's a fraternity. You know what I mean? It's a networking fraternity. You rarely see, offensive coordinators or coordinators freshly come out. Now it's like a little fad, but even though it's only a couple every year, it's not really a big amount. You always get the same names rotating around. It's because of everybody's relationship with each other. I think that has to come to an end. Because that was one of the issues we had with that was one of the issues we had last year with Doug. Doug's relationship with Press Taylor. Doug's relationship with I forgot the other offensive coordinator we had who was former wide receivers coach. Grove. It's all about your relationships with them and not what their performance is. It's a job at the end of the day, and you have to go off performance. And if you're not up to snuff, you need to move on. And Howie hasn't been up to snuff for a while. Like everybody
Well,
praised this draft beforehand. You know what I mean? Even Eagles champ, you yourself, what happened on 49ers? What happened that week? It was all good 2 weeks ago. You was all about this team. You were saying we were great. You were saying,
oh, come on, man.
you
Come
don't
on.
even play yourself. I'll watch the tape. I'll bring it up. Don't even play yourself. Stay in that corner. You were talking all that junk about Jimmy Garoppolo, saying, who is he? Jimmy Garoppolo dismantled this team. You can't, you know what I mean? We had an envision of this team going into the
Right.
season where we thought 10 wins was easy. Yeah, I mean, 10 wins was nothing. But then game 2, game 3 come around, we're wondering what the hell's going on. Now we're going to game 7, and it looks like we're getting worse each week. Jalen Hurts had 4 good games in the beginning of the season. He was top 5 in every statistical category. Now, he's dropping down because his play is regressing. Now, what you want to see out of Jalen Hurts is improvement. If he can't improve, if he stays at where he's at right now, you have no choice but to move on. Because I've been saying it for so damn long. This is an evaluation season. Whether we win or lose, this is an evaluation season. Whether it's fair or not, Hurts has only this season to prove himself because we're in a position with 3 first-round draft picks. You can't fuck around and wait. You got to move now. And even if we get a quarterback in this round, in the first round this upcoming year, who cares? You're not paying them nothing. Hurts is still on a rookie scale. Whatever quarterback you get is just on a rookie scale. You have time. If Hurts can prove that he's the quarterback next season and battle for whoever that is that we do pick, if we do pick, then that's good. But if not, we had a contingency plan. We have a quarterback that's ready to go. I don't understand why people think that that's an issue. And the talk about Deshaun Watson, stop it. Stop it. He already turned down an offer from us. We gave him a contract. He said
Well,
no. It's all because
according
of Howie, yes. But again, Howie has a very good shot of being here next year. So we can't keep on complaining about Howie because he's already in Lori's pocket. Like I said, the only way to get Howie out of here is if the fan base, make enough noise and if the national media gets a hold of that. Once the
go
national
do
media
that.
gets
Go do that.
involved, it's a wrap.
Well, then I'll tell every fan base, if you go to all home games, yell fire Hal Roseman. Yell as much as you can. Because guess what? If that's what they do, sign me up. I'll go down to the stadium and yell fire Hal Roseman. I'll get a plane ticket to Philly Foothills. We'll go down to Broad Street, protest at Jeffrey Lewis' house, and we'll scream fire Hal Roseman. If that's what it takes, I'll sign me up. I'm a
You know
right
what?
I'm a right across the bridge from doing that. Let
It's
me
the first
know.
time I'm going to agree with you, but only for the first part. If on national games, if you're hearing fans constantly saying Howie Roseman get fired, if you're going to Sixers games and you hear fire Howie Roseman, just like with Doug, it's going to get to him because now that's an embarrassment. Now the national media is looking at Philadelphia in a different light, and they're looking at us like clowns. They're going to question why is this owner keeping this GM around? And once that question is answered by the national media, that's when Laurie will get involved.
And the funny thing, it wasn't Doug that should have been fired. It was this GM. I've been saying this. This guy had to go next
Doug should have
year.
got fired. Doug should have got fired, and rightfully so. Howard should have got fired too. We didn't do that.
And now he had it too. But here's the thing. It goes back to Jeff. They traded a franchise quarterback at the time, right? He
And we were
regressed.
all happy
Okay.
about it. I'm still happy about it. He might give me a first round pick.
And
Don't
we'll
put no
waste it
evil
on
on that trade.
we'll waste it on
Don't put no
stupid
evil on that
defensive
trade. That
tackle.
was again. Let's keep it 1,000. Howie Roseman makes great moves, but he also makes ridiculously stupid moves. He is the epitome of 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. When he came back after taking over for Chip Kelly, he made a great move in clearing out the house. DeMarco Murray, horrible contract, got rid of it. Got us a 2nd-round pick. Got us a quarterback of the future. He does his things. But the same thing, like I had a conversation with AK earlier. I'm not trying to give Howie Roseman brownie points for covering up the mistakes that he already made. The only reason why we got all that is because Howie put us in a position. Not so much during the Chip Kelly era because Kelly fucked this team up royally. But after that draft where he drafted Carson Wentz, all this has been Howie's doing. And yeah, we won a Super Bowl because of the position we were in. It was a good season. We made the right moves. You got to give him that because that move for AJ Ajayi, that was a great move. We already had LeGarrette Blount. He was on his game. But after 2017, when he started making those contract signings, that's when it started going downhill. I think he got a little too full of himself. the WizKid GM got a Super Bowl. Now it validated it.
That GM did not get us a Super Bowl. He signed a bunch of 1-year deals, and they all play
Nah,
together.
you can't.
Nah, yes, I can.
Discredit. No, you can't because again, Chip Kelly left us in a hole. We lost our
The
franchise
guy
running
just
back.
drafts better than Howard Roseman.
We lost a franchise running back for a fucking bum linebacker. We gave up Jordan Porter. Remember that. That was all
But
Howie
he
too.
drafted. But here's the thing, and I told AK this: would you rather have Chip Kelly draft or Howard Roseman draft? Because if you say Howard Roseman draft,
Roseman, because we
you're
saw
crazy.
what Chip Kelly drafted.
You're crazy.
Joshua Huff.
You're crazy.
Joshua Huff. What
He
happened
was
to him?
good. He was good.
What happened to him?
The only thing
Joshua
he did
Huff,
was
what happened to him? Well,
he had an
he started
incident.
drafting everyone out of Oregon. He wanted Marcus Mariota. Where's Mariota right now? Where would that have left us? I ain't trusting Chip Kelly with shit. The reason why he's with UCF is he sucks.
All right,
Chip Kelly put himself in the position he is.
let's talk about Howard Roseman's draft. He drafted Derek Barnett. He drafted Marcus Smith. Because this is what I see y'all doing with AK and all the rest, bro. And this is what I'm going to show you with this. Howard,
You can't destroy anything with anything because 2 weeks ago you were high on this team. Don't even play yourself. You were the first one to say it because you said this team was great. You can't say anything if you ain't got no credibility in this conversation. Shut your mouth. You got no credibility. Got it.
Chip Kelly drafted Nelson Aguilar. Chip Kelly drafted Jordan Hicks. Aren't they Super Bowl champions? Okay. Zach Ertz, did Howard Roseman draft him? No. Chip Kelly drafted him. Stop it. Just stop. Because
the only guy you got was Ertz. And look at when he drafted him.
He drafted Foles and redrafted Foles too. Sorry.
And he redrafted Foles. Wasn't him.
What about Jordan Hicks?
Yeah, but where did Jordan Hicks go? Jordan Hicks ain't even playing for his own team right now, so you can't say that was a grand loss. Is he playing for the Cardinals right now?
And see, I'm sick and tired of Howard Roseman.
That's what I mean.
I'm really getting sick and tired. So the Super Bowl shit could get the hell out of the way.
Listen, Howie did a lot of bad. Howie did a lot of bad. More bad than good. I'm not going to say he's ever going to do good. He needs to get the hell out of here. But the fact of the matter is, our owner isn't going to do it. Not right now. He's not going to pull the trigger. That's where we're at.
This is going to be a record for the next 4 to 5 years, so let's get used to it. I'm going to sit comfortable.
Hey, you never know. Like I said, it's too early to say anything right now. We're headed in the wrong direction. That's why we're talking about this right now. You never know. The next 10 games.
We're going to be bad for a while.
Hey, you never know. Like I said, this is Nick Sirianni's first year. It looks like
bro.
He
sucks. He's the damn GM. What are you talking about?
I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing that. But what I'm saying is, it looks like he can't handle the pressure right now because it looks like he has a certain scheme, a plan. When he goes into a game, and when it doesn't go his way, he doesn't know what to do. Hopefully, that's something he can learn because, again, for better or worse, it's his first year. This is the first time being the play caller. Even though he feels like he's the smartest guy in the room, which he isn't, he needs to figure this out fast. Because if he doesn't, I think he's going to be the scapegoat. He's going to be the guy that gets cut.
Yeah, let's hire another Jason Garrett next year too, because we'll still keep the sorry ass piece of shit GM that everybody wants to. Woohoo! He won a Super Bowl. Woohoo! I don't care. I really don't care. Listen. GMs get fired in NFL, and if Jeffrey Lurie does not see it, then he's the biggest problem, and there will be nothing changed. Because if you're Jeffrey Lurie, hold up. And first of all, Howie Roseman, if you say you trust him over Chip Kelly, okay, let's talk about, because Howie Roseman has done more of mispicks than he has aced them. Okay, now Chip Kelly might have been a bad GM, but let's give him credit when he drafted players that helped the Super Bowl team. Okay, Howie Roseman has drafted one Pro Bowl. You want to guess who that is? Not Jalen Hurts. Not Devontae Smith could be that, but he's drafted one Pro Bowler. And you could, before anybody says Pro Bowl is just this, that, no.
Lane Johnson?
Pro Bowlers are good. Lane Johnson was drafted by Chip Kelly.
I said that.
Chip Kelly. He was drafted by Chip Kelly, not Howard Roseman.
Was it 2013 was he drafted?
No, it was Chip Kelly's first draft.
Okay.
But remember, Chip Kelly didn't want Lane Johnson. Chip Kelly didn't want Lane Johnson. Chip Kelly wanted Mariota. Chip Kelly was told to take Lane Johnson. Know that.
Stop it, man. He threw that
bomb back. Listen, my guy, if you got to come up here, you got to come here with facts. Don't come out here with
I did come with your facts.
No, you're not, because then you would have known that wasn't a fucking Chip Kelly pick. That was a Howie Roseman pick.
That was a Chip Kelly pick, bro. That was. And you can look it up for yourself.
My guy, you remember that year when he was trying to do anything to get Marcus Mariota? When he was trying to trade everyone to get him? That's what I say. Come with facts. Don't come out with wild-ass observations.
Marcus Mariota, I remember that year. Okay, but he didn't pull that trade. But let's talk about Howie Roseman was thrown in the closet for what
Yeah,
reason?
Lane
Chip
was
Kelly
drafted
did not
2013.
believe, huh? Who
Oh,
drafted Lane
Sam,
Johnson?
it was drafted 2013.
Okay. Howie Roseman wasn't a damn GM by then. He wasn't. He was thrown in the closet by then. So, no, he didn't draft. Chip Kelly didn't listen to Howie Roseman because he threw his ass in the closet. So stop it. I did come with you with facts. You don't like him, and that's the problem with because I go against a lot of Eagle fans who said because I heard it from AK. AK wanted
Dude,
to
you
fight
flip
me.
flop week in and week out. Like
AK,
I said, not that long ago, you
hold
said
up,
this team was the best thing ever. We had the best coach. Stop it, my guy.
and we
You
fired
know
him
you
because of a
know
damn
like
GM.
my guy.
Come on,
You
man.
know
I
all
can
it is
debate you
just a
all
quick way
day,
to
dude.
pull up what you said already. What are you talking
Okay.
about? It's
What
all
do you mean what
recorded.
I'm talking about?
Everything we
Look
say
at
right
his
now is
picks.
recorded. You understand that, right?
Look at his picks.
Like you know, all you
Look
gotta
at
do
his
is check
picks.
the tape.
Look at his picks. You busy
I'm not
laughing,
talking
but look
about
at
his
his
picks.
picks.
I'm talking about your comments and your flip flopping.
What are
That's
you
what I'm
talking about?
talking about. Come on, my guy. You
What are you
flip
talking
flop
about?
all the time. You flip flop more than a fucking pancake being
I
made.
flip flop. I'm the same one who's been saying how Roseman has to get out since 2018. I ain't flipped out. And the last time I checked,
Man,
I wasn't the one sitting there
let me
kissing his
play back
ass
that
still.
conversation we
You
had.
could try
We were
me.
going against the
Try me. Go
Niners.
back to my old videos, bro. I've been saying fire this dude. So you could try that one again. I'm not one of these guys that are going to sit there and go and just agree with everything you say. No, I'm going to hold my own. But one thing I've been saying since 2018, you can go back if you can find my vids because YouTube probably deleted them because I lost a bunch of channels. Because frankly, back then it is what it is. I was the young kid and all that stuff. But anyway, I told you this one. I didn't want Howie Roseman, and I would take Chip Kelly back any day over fucking Howie Roseman. You are wrong because last time I checked, he drafted linebacker. Hold up, stop. He
I'm
drafted
glad Chip Kelly
linebackers.
is going freaking
Well,
UCLA.
but guess what? Because guess what? But guess what? Howie Roseman can't draft for shit. And if you think he can, more power to you because he's
Hold on, what's
drafted
Chip Kelly's
nobody.
record at UCLA right now?
Huh?
Does anyone know?
What?
Yep.
Chip Kelly's record at UCLA right now.
Yep.
Yes, I'm saying what's their record right now?
Their record.
Chip
Let me
Kelly
see.
is a football
got
guy.
you.
That was a football GM. He unfortunately he should have never got the GM. And I agree. That's the only thing that I missed. But he drafted more players than Howie Roseman will ever
He drafted
do.
so much trash, it wasn't even funny.
You talk about Howie Roseman drafting trash because Chip Kelly drafted Nelson Aguilar, who won a Super Bowl. Chip Kelly drafted Zach Ertz, who won a Super
I
Bowl.
don't know why
Chip
you
Kelly
trying to go
drafted
hard for
Jordan
Chip
Hicks,
Kelly, my guy. You
Super
are so
Bowl.
off
Chip
right now.
Kelly
It's not even
drafted
funny.
Jordan Matthews,
Yeah,
Super
you
Bowl.
know you're
Chip
being
Kelly,
recorded. This is all
because you
for
don't know
people
what
to
you're
watch
talking
at a
about.
later
You
time.
don't know what you're talking. You're like the rest of the idiots. So stop it, man. You don't know what you're talking about, bro. And you're gonna sit there and you want to praise Howie. Go for it, man. This is why we are the way we
Well, we're
are.
gonna have to get some drops on this one.
Hey, man, you can come with your best shot, bro. But listen, let me tell you, I've been saying Howie Roseman get fired all the time. Y'all was sitting in the back kissing his behind, and I wasn't.
UCLA's
So who's
third
flip-flopping
in
right
the
now?
Pac-12 right now.
UCLA
UCLA's
is 5-3 right now.
yes,
God damn,
They're
5
not
and
too
3.
good. They're not too good.
third in the
I,
right
didn't,
now. They're
Pac-12.
not.
I
Third
never
in
said he.
Pac-12.
I never said he was a good coach. I said
You
he
just said he would
drafted.
take him over freaking Harry Roseman. The guy
Yes,
can't
I
even do
would.
anything in college.
You're
You
an
want him
idiot. You
over
don't
that
think
man?
so?
Come on. That's what I'm saying. When you say things, you gotta say things correctly. You gotta come with some good stuff or
I
something.
did come with good stuff. You just don't like him, and that's what AK-47 wanted to
I
fight me
don't
over
think
because I'm
anyone should
bad.
really have Chip Kelly, Doug Peterson back on his team. You're wild for thinking that.
And you
That's what
think
I'm
you'd
talking
rather?
about. These are
I'd
some
rather have.
wild ass comments.
Okay. If you think that, so you'd rather have a puppet Nick Sirianni over a Doug Pearson over keeping Howard Roseman? Okay, yeah, you make a lot total sense, buddy.
Oh, you don't make sense with your arguments. Again, I already told you I
Oh,
want
I
to go
made
after
plenty
them.
of sense, bro.
So
But you just said that you rather have Howie Roseman drafted over Chip Kelly. That is blasphemous. That's not
No,
even
actually, you're the one who said you wanted
facts.
Chip Kelly. I told you you're wild. You're the one that doesn't like to comment. You're the one that's wrong.
Okay, but I'm wrong. But he drafted most of it that helped us win the Super Bowl.
Again,
Howie
that was
Roseman
the
has
first. That
drafted
was the first thing
one
right you
person.
said all day. You were wrong.
Hey, let me know when Howie Roseman drafted a Pro Bowl that helped win the Super Bowl. And Derek Barnett don't count. So try that one again. Because Derek Barnett had one good year. And since then, what has he done? Chip Kelly drafted a linebacker that is still playing in the league. Nelson Aguilar, that people, even though he stunk and I didn't like the pick, he drafted him. He's still in the league. Chip Kelly drafted Zach Ertz. He's still in the league. You know, your beloved Zach Ertz, Howie Roseman drafted him. Chip Kelly drafted him. What else? What else? I know there's one more person. Who else? There's a bunch of other people. But the bottom line is he
Dude, do
drafted
you
more
know
Pro
that
Bowls.
Chip Kelly's draft didn't even none of their draft picks aside of what was it, Ertz and Lane Johnson lasted more than 2 years?
Jordan Hicks is still in the league. What are you talking about, bud?
No, with the Eagles. And most of them even last. You're calling Jordan Hicks. He's one of very few players that are still playing. Go look up Chip Kelly's years when he was here and tell me who's still playing. Go ahead, do that and come back.
I don't care about Chip Kelly. All I know is that
You
I
don't care
can
about
give
the
him
argument you were just trying to make? It makes it again.
So
because
So
Howie Roseman is not a
what about
football GM. He's an accountant, bud.
All right, sure. Sonic, say something. Go ahead, Sonic.
I love it, man.
Oh yeah, no, I was saying, what about Eric Rowe?
Yeah, Howie Roseman traded him. We ended up stuck with
Where's
Jalen
he
Mills.
at? Is he still with New England, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
I believe,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was
still winning.
Chip Kelly drafted him. What is Howie Roseman drafted so far? You let me know since you want to say I don't come with facts.
Hold
Let
on,
me know
so you
which
acting like Eric Rose out here killing the league? Is that what you're saying right now?
he's still in the fucking league, isn't he? At
The
least
hell?
their players are still in the league.
Hey, Josh Rosen is still in the league. What the hell are you saying?
But we didn't. But Chip Kelly didn't draft
What are you
him.
saying? Josh Rosen is still in the league. You're not making sense right now.
And so is Rasul Douglas.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. I take Chip Kelly over. Listen, man, let's go through Howie Roseman, how many draft picks he missed, and you compare that to Chip Kelly, and I bet it's not the same. Try it, man. Come on. Come on.
The sheer numbers isn't the same. You're comparing a small sample size to a large one.
Yeah, because guess what? Most of them that Chip Kelly, I mean, there's some Chip Kelly misses some picks, but Howie Roseman missed every single pick so far. He has not drafted one Pro Bowler since Carson Wentz, and he
I know,
traded
but
him.
you're fighting with the air right now. All of us want Howie Roseman gone. You're fighting with the air right now.
But you're still defending him.
No one's defending him. You're going in circles. That's the problem.
I mean, I hate the guy. I hate the guy. Everything. I don't like his drafting. And
You know that.
We all got it. We don't like him either. That's what I'm saying. You're
We all
punching at
know
the
that,
air.
and I don't
we'll
know
agree
Howie
to disagree
Roseman. I
then.
don't know him. I don't care about no goddamn Howie Roseman.
Oh, you don't know about Howie Roseman? Maybe
No,
you should go
hell
look at his
no.
record.
'Cause, I'm not trying to look at his goddamn record. I care about this team trying to win ball games each and every week. I don't give a damn. We all know he's not gonna get fired no goddamn time soon. So we all just know that. So why worry about goddamn Howie Roseman when we got a lot to worry about, lot everybody else to worry about? So why else all we got? It's
Well,
not all of us.
because-
All this complaining.
Well,
all of
because,
this
A, we
complaining
have-
is not gonna help. It's not gonna help him. It's not gonna help. So all
But
of
guess
us
what?
won't-
You know the best thing to do is to lose every single game, and I hope it happens. I don't
Hell
give a
no.
damn.
Okay, but
I
okay,
don't give
wow.
a damn.
I don't give
I
a
Well,
want
he
to
damn.
might
lose
have
I
just-
don't give a fuck
I want to
about
lose
Howie
every
Roseman.
single.
I still want to win
I do
games, bro.
because
I
he's
don't
hurting
care about
this
Howie
team.
Roseman.
If you don't give a
I
fuck
don't care
about him, then you
that.
don't care about winning.
him. I care about winning. That's what I'm saying. I care about
You're
winning.
not winning
I
with
don't
Howie
give a damn
Roseman, that's for
about the
sure.
guy. I don't give a damn. I
Winning?
care about these players on the field performing too. I'm not just blaming the damn GM for every loss that we have. The players
He's part of. He's
responsible
the reason why we're
too.
sorry.
The coaching staff
He hired.
it's responsible too. It goes around
He
the
hired
whole
him.
organization. My focus
He
is
hired
just
him.
not on this Howard Roseman shit. That's not my focus right now. My focus is on
He
trying
hired-
to win a goddamn ball game each and every fucking
He hired
week.
the head
I'm not worried
coach.
about no damn
He hired the head
Howard
coach.
Roseman.
He hired the. He's the
Jeffrey Lloyd did
He
too.
is
But
Jeffrey
you're
Lloyd
not
hired him
understanding
too.
again. No one wants Howie Roseman. Shut up with it. Why you
That's what
again?
we
You
said. We're
punching, you
not
arguing for no
disagreeing
damn
with you.
reason. Shut up.
We're not disagreeing with you.
Get upset, man.
About we
It's
don't
all
want him.
right. We know you still love him.
It's not. You're over talking people, and
I
not
don't
making
even
any
know the
sense
guy
while
that
doing
loves
it. Just stay quiet for a bit.
Nah, I'm good, bro. But you could try me. Bottom line is I want to lose every game, and I don't care what y'all think. If y'all want to
But then
continue
you don't
being this
goddamn
way,
care
that's
about winning
fine.
if you want to lose every game. You don't
I
care
don't
about
want to win.
goddamn
No,
winning.
this team
No,
sucks. What are you talking
okay,
about?
Why you saying you want to lose every game just to get the goddamn GM because you don't like the damn
Because
GM?
I
That don't make
don't.
sense. They don't
Well,
make
first of all, I
sense
wanna
though.
win.
If you cared
wanna
about
win.
winning, if you cared about
But
winning,
we're not going to win unless this GM is gone. So if we lose
why'd
every
you worry
single
about
game,
the
maybe
goddamn GM every time? You just said you hope we
because he's
lose
the
every game so he can
problem,
get
bro.
fired. Okay, everybody know he's a goddamn problem. Everybody know that we not
So-
disagreeing
so-
with you.
So
But you
want him
said
here still?
we hope we lose
you want him
every
here still?
game.
So you want him here
I
still?
don't give
Again,
a
you
damn.
still
You wanna
arguing the
argue
same
still.
point, Eagle Champ. Like
I don't
I'm about
give
to
a
have you get
damn.
muted. You're not listening.
Yeah.
Shut up. Shut up for
I
a second. Shut up.
don't give a Eagle Champ. Let me tell you this. I don't give a fuck I want to win fucking ball games. That's what I care
For
about.
what?
If you're not understanding what I'm saying, I don't give
Well,
a damn. If he's
For
gone,
what?
well,
he's here. I don't
that if we
care.
play like
I want to
Dante,
win.
Dante,
What?
Dante,
I want to win.
Dante,
That's what I
Dante,
want to win.
if
Go ahead.
Dante,
Go ahead and
if
speak for us,
if we play
He's
like this for
fired.
the
He's fucking fired. I don't care. I just want to win. That's all I care about. I just want to win. And right now, if we lose against the Lions, but if we lose against the Chargers, all this complaining, that's not going to help. It's not going to help. It's not going to help getting him fired. He's still going to be around. He's still going to be around. So all this complaining not going to do anything.
Well, if he's
Now,
still around,
like I
then we're gonna be right here where we are right now. So let's get used to
Okay,
it. Let's
that's
get
your
comfortable.
opinion, but
Give me a
I just
size.
want to
Give me a
win.
beer. Well, we're not winning with him, so you can keep on saying that.
All right, hold on, because Sonic is
Okay,
trying
I
to say
just care
something. Go
about
ahead,
winning
Sonic.
games, bro. Go ahead, Sonic. My bad. I'm sorry.
no, I was just saying if we play like this, we ain't winning no games anytime soon. If we play
But
like
I'm
this,
not. See, my mentality. I'm not thinking about losing every fucking ball game. Like how this man thinking. He want to lose every ball game just to get the damn GM up. GM up out here. You don't want to win though. You don't want you.
I don't want to
don't
win,
even
no,
want. You
because
don't
I
want.
want the
You don't.
GM
See,
gone,
look at us.
so we
You
can
don't care
continue
about
going
winning
at it.
games. You don't even.
No,
care
I
about
don't
winning. You
really.
even
I
care
don't.
about
I don't.
winning.
No,
You don't
this
care
team
about. You done
sucks.
gave up on the
This
season.
team
You done gave up
stinks.
on the season.
Why
We
the hell
only
would I
2
want to
games
win?
behind in the
Why the hell
wild
would I
card.
want to win?
With everybody
Why the hell
struggling.
would
With
I
everybody
win?
struggling. We just 2
Why
games.
would I wild
2
card?
games.
Win the game first before we talk wild card. Wild card.
That's I'm focusing on trying to get a win this week. You want to lose? You want to goddamn lose every game. You want to lose every goddamn game.
You're right. You damn well I want to lose the game because maybe if we lose so much, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but if we lose so much, maybe Lloyd will fire him. But we can always hope. But, y'all keep on saying it doesn't matter. Well, it does. It does
Nah,
at
I
the end
don't.
of
I
the day.
don't care. Like I say again, I don't care about
Well,
no
you should
goddamn
care
Howard Roseman. I don't.
because you should
I
care.
don't give a
You
damn. I
should
care
care.
about this. I care.
You
I care
should
about
care.
this team winning games. I'm not gonna go back and say every time we lose because of Howard Roseman. It's a
It is Howard Roseman.
whole organization. It goes around the whole organization from this damn coaching staff from up top. It goes around everybody. The front office, quarterback, receivers, running back, everything. It goes around the whole organization, not just the top every time we lose the goddamn game. Because first of all, they not on the goddamn field to execute for the goddamn players.
But they pick the coaches and they're freaking controlling this team.
But they
Stop
Yeah,
not
it.
but
on the
what you're not
goddamn
Picking the
field
understanding is
every
Panthers.
if the
time.
owner's
They're not
already
on the
good with the
field.
GM, it don't matter
This
if we
guy
lose
over
or
here.
It
not.
doesn't
So you
matter.
asking to lose would make no sense. He's gonna stay
It
regardless
does
what's
make
being
sense.
done.
It,
It doesn't
how,
make sense. It
so
makes
you want to
absolutely
win?
no
so
All
fucking
right.
sense.
you guys love being the same team you guys want to be. You want Howard Roseman to take the 53-man roster, just cut players that we drafted. We call them
Thank you,
Stevens,
Wolf.
get out of here.
Wolf, no.
No, no, no,
These two are
no, no, no,
stupid.
no, 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 no,
Not
no, no, no,
stupid.
no,
These
no,
two
no.
are clowns, bro. These
I
two,
know
Vic
I'm
is
a
a clown, and this guy's a
But you guys
clown.
are
They're
fine
still
with.
Howie a
I know
pandering,
I'm a
man.
clown.
It's
Hey, I get
hilarious.
motivated.
It's hilarious.
Every time somebody call me something, I get motivated easily.
I'm a
I
little
get
motivated.
motivated because I'm speaking
Take
facts,
it
and you the one
easy.
getting
You're not
mad.
speaking
And
facts,
you the
dude.
one
That's the
getting mad,
fucked up
but you
part
get
about
mad. Why'd you get mad?
it. I'm
Why'd you
not
get mad?
mad
I
at
don't
all.
give
I
a.
think it's
I don't
hilarious.
care if you call me a clown.
I
I'm
think it's
used to it.
hilarious.
That only motivates
All
me
right.
even better. That only makes me better. It
Nah, it's
motivates me
just
Makes
even
you,
hilarious
better.
because
makes
Eagle
you
said you think
better.
you're making a fact, but you're
That makes me
again you're
that
punching in the
motivates me.
wind.
Yes, that
You're
motivates
literally
me. That
punching yourself in
motivates
the wind. No one here on this
me. That
panel wants Howie
motivates me.
Roseman as a GM, and you're trying. It's like if you don't
But
agree
you
with what you
want to
said.
win.
I said I
But you
don't
want to
care
Well,
win.
shit,
about
dumbass. Who the fuck
no.
wouldn't want to win?
I
Do
don't
you know
care.
how
Who don't
stupid you
want to
fucking
win?
sound right
Who
now
don't
saying you
want to
don't want
win?
your
Let's
team to
go with
win?
it.
You
Who
understand
doesn't
that?
want to
Do you
win?
know how stupid you sound right now? You don't get it. You
So
sound like
let
a
me,
fucking idiot. Like, and you keep on talking and you
Vic,
still don't get it.
Vic,
You
Vic,
look like a fucking clown. You are the
Vic,
biggest clown right
Vic,
now.
I'm
Vic,
the biggest clown.
Vic.
I'm the biggest
First
clown.
of
Really.
all, calm
I
down.
want to
Dude, you
win.
got the
I
face
want to
of one.
win.
You're smiling
I
like one.
want
You're a
to
fucking
win.
clown.
First of all, I want to
Look
Vic,
win,
at him.
but
Mouth
I
all
Vic,
don't
open.
want to win.
Vic,
I don't want to
What
win. You
happened?
know
Vic,
why I don't want to win? Because I
No.
don't care about the season. The season's
Vic.
done.
All right, shut up. Give me no sense.
Wake
What
the
happened, Sonic?
hell up.
Look, we lost
Birdman
against a
underscore
terrible
nine five
These
one.
team.
two are
Do you
Howie
Birdman.
do you
Sanders,
think
man.
we
It's
can win
Birdman.
hilarious.
against the Lions? Do you think we can win against the whole entire team?
Enjoying
Look,
this banter
I
right
want to believe in this team. I want them to win, but what they show me is on a terrible team is they can't. They don't care. They don't try. And you two acting like jackasses, and I say that against this guy. Look,
Hey,
Eagles champ may be the idiot, may make some stupid points, but honestly, some of his points make sense. And look, I'm not trying to say, oh well, he should be protected. I'm just saying, if he thinks the season's done, let him think that. It's his opinion. You can't get too mad at him.
But
I
the
don't
thing
care
he's
as
not
much
saying
as
is
he
he's
yells,
saying
screams,
they
not
need to
saying
any
he's
lose
type
not
of
think
in
it's
order
effort.
to
done.
be done.
Dude,
This team
Thing
is
is, though, even if we
sorry.
do
his
lose every
opinion.
game, even if we do lose every game, like Eagles champ wants us to from here on out, there's no guarantee that how he's going to get the axe. That's the
That's what
issue.
we saying.
Because
If
I
y'all,
understand,
if y'all
I
guys
get
were
it.
listening, if you're listening,
But it's not even
this is
that.
what
If
I'm
you're saying
saying.
you're a fan
We're
of the
not
team,
thinking about that
what kind of
right now.
fan wants their team to lose? What is
I
the
want my
what
team to
is the
lose.
definition
He
of a
doesn't
fan?
want to win.
Someone
I
who roots for that team.
listen,
You're not rooting for your
listen,
team.
listen. I
You're
don't
not
want
rooting
them
for
to
your team.
lose. I don't listen. I don't want them to lose, but I
Oh my
want
God!
them
You
to
just
You
the
lose
just
whole
that
said
time
you
you
bad.
were
wanted
just
them
saying
to
you want them
lose.
to
You
lose.
just
Now
said
you're
No,
you wanted them to
backpedaling.
no,
lose.
This is what I
no,
mean.
You just said you
no.
wanted them.
Listen
How
up
you telling
and stop running your damn
We just
mouth
had like
because
a
if
whole
you
half an
listen,
hour of him
You shut
oh,
saying
the
he
fuck
wanted
Vic,
the
up and
team
let
to
him
lose.
Vic,
Now you're
finish.
trying to say
Vic,
Shut
that.
the fuck up and let
Vic,
him finish.
Vic. You're hearing
Fuck you talking
what you
about? You
want to
just
hear,
said you
not
wanted
what
them
is
to lose.
happening. You're hearing what you're hearing when you're not hearing what I'm trying to say. I don't want
Nah,
to
I
lose,
think you don't remember
but
what the
this,
hell you're
but
saying after you're saying it.
can you let me
That's how
finish?
lost you are.
Can you let me finish? Can you let me
My,
finish and stop
dude,
talking?
you had a
Stop
whole
talking,
fucking
bro.
half an
Shut
hour.
the fuck up.
When do
Stop
you
talking.
finish? When the
You're
fuck do
gonna
you
keep
finish?
talking,
That's
man.
the point.
All right,
You
go.
keep on blabbing and it ain't making no fucking sense.
I would have if you let me finish, it wouldn't make quite sense, but you keep on running
You've
your
had
damn
40
mouth.
minutes and you still ain't make no point.
Let me make my point. Okay? Can you cool it? All right? Because you don't want to
40
get
more
angry.
minutes on the
I'm just
clock.
I never said I wanted to lose every game before. But this GM, I'm not this GM, this whole organization has got so bad that I am so when I'm watching this Eagles team, I don't see any positive with this team. I never said I would want to lose ever again. But this owner, and his owner is part of it too. I'm not just blaming Howard Rose because he's part of it too, has got so used to being trash that I want him to be so embarrassed. I don't want to lose, but I want him to feel so much pressure where he has no choice but to fire him. I said I don't want to lose, and I don't like losing. It makes me miserable. But if it has to be that way, then so fucking be it. That's all I'm saying. It might not work, but I hope it does. And if it does and it gets rid of Howie, then so be it. I don't want to lose. Like I said, I'll repeat it again. But if it has to be that way, then so be it.
That
You
just
can say
looks
what
like
you
you just
want.
backtrack on everything you just said.
How am I backtracking? How am I
My
fucking
God,
backtracking?
you know I'm
Shut
gonna
the
go
fuck up.
back
You
and
don't
I'm
even
gonna
know what you're talking about.
screenshot everything you said, you dumbass, and I'm gonna put it on freaking Twitter so that way you can see for your dumbass what you said.
You
Because
just
you
want to run
talk
your
and don't
mouth. Keep
remember what
running
you
your
say
mouth.
3 seconds
Keep
later.
running your
You're
mouth,
an
bro.
idiot.
Keep
Shut
running
the
your mouth.
fuck
You
up.
weren't even listen to fucking thing I said,
You're a
bro.
fucking
Keep
Okay,
running
idiot.
your
if
mouth.
Jesus
that's
I'm a
Christ.
fucking idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. You want you to say more to say
You're a
about that?
fucking retard,
You
dude. You
oh, I'm
sound
a
like a
retard.
fucking idiot.
I'm probably know more football than you, but sit the hell down, shut the hell up, and put your
What are you talking about? Sit the hell down. Shut the fuck up.
make me, bitch. I love it, man. It's all fun
All
and
I
games,
just
man. Don't get
said,
mad. Go
I
get
don't
your
give
panties
a
in a
nah.
bunch, bro.
Hey, trust me. I'm gonna tell you this. Words like clown and jackass that motivate me. So words don't get to me at all.
It
When
don't
I'm
hurt
saying I
me.
don't
You
give a
don't listen. Listen.
look, I'm gonna
He
just
doesn't
say
hurt
I
me
don't give
one
a
bit,
fuck
bro.
about the GM.
He's a
I
clown,
don't
and
care
I know
about the
he is.
It
goddamn
ain't
GM.
about hurt, my
All
guy.
this
Everyone sees you as
whining,
a clown.
You're so
They all talk
sensitive,
about you
bro.
as a
all this,
clown. It's
all this
You're so
ridiculous.
whining
sensitive.
and
I don't
You're
give
arguing
a
so
and
fuck what
lost.
these
You think
Eagles
you
all,
see
fans
what
say,
you
bro.
said.
That's why you sitting
all
here
this
talking because I
whining
don't give a
and
fuck with. At
arguing
least have the
about
guts to say it,
Howard
unlike your
Roseman
pathetic
every
ass
week.
who freaking just accommodate all these Eagle fans
God,
so
you
you
just
can
say
get
dumb
subscribers.
things.
Go sit down, dude. I've been on this channel longer than have you been, bro. You've started making your channel just this year. Try me again, bro.
Dude, you ain't even been around long enough for shit.
I've been,
Shut up.
hey, show me
Again, you
where you
still sound
show
like
me
an
where
idiot. Shut up. You don't get it.
I'm an idiot.
Again,
I'm an idiot. Well, you
dude,
sound more of an
again,
idiot
you
too. The
still
way
sound
you
like a
want to
fucking
win,
retard. Shut up.
the way you want to win, you want to keep on having this bad season over and over again. You want to waste picks, go
Dude,
for
you
it. You
make
sound
no
more of an
sense.
idiot.
Again, you say
I
you a
make
fan,
no
you're
more
not.
sense.
No fan
Okay,
will ever say they don't want no fucking wins. Shut up. You just said you
shut
fucking
up.
tanked the whole season. Shut up.
First of all, I never said that. Shut the fuck up.
Again,
You
it's on
didn't
the
listen
tape,
again.
dumbass. It's on the tape.
You're so sensitive. Why are you crying over these words, man? Am I
Ain't no
hurting
one
your
crying
feelings,
because
dude?
you know what you
You're
say is
hurting.
wrong every time. Every time you come through, you come up with
Howie
a
fan got
dumbass
mad
point.
again. Oh, you pathetic ass. Shut up, man.
You're pathetic as fuck. Again, we all talk
I'm
about you.
pathetic.
Again,
Okay.
everybody
Okay.
talks about you. Again,
give
You're
a
an
fuck
idiot.
if they
Shut
get
up.
traded.
You're a
I
fucking
don't
dumbass
give
for
a
no point.
fuck.
Again, we can
I
play back
don't
to
give
tape when you
a
were talking about how
fuck,
we were the
dude.
greatest team against San Francisco. And look, what you doing now? You're talking shit about the team. You're a fair weather fan. Shut up.
I try to, but I don't want
You're a
to.
fair weather fan. No copy.
So
Shut
I'm
up.
a fair weather fan. I've been here for a long time, bro, and I can prove to you I've been a fan a long time
You
ago.
ain't been here long enough for shit.
You really think so?
Y'all is
Whoa,
crazy,
look at
bro.
this. Look at
Y'all
this.
is
Look at this.
crazy,
Look at this. Look at
stupid.
this. Look at this.
Y'all
What's
people
this?
stupid.
What's this? What's this? Is
I
that the
mean,
old Super Bowl hat? Get the hell out of my face. I've been more a fan than you. Don't you ever disrespect me like that.
Did he just
Because
show a hat
unlike
and say
you,
he's a bigger fan?
hey, shut the fuck up, man. You're a bitch too. And guess what? The fact that you said that, bro, I probably know more football than you. You're a Howie defender. You kiss his ass
Dude,
like
I
the rest of
guarantee
his
you know
Eagle fan
nothing
base.
about football.
Yeah, oh, I do know more
Nobody
football
in
than
here,
you,
You do
bud.
know nothing.
nobody in here is a
I
Suck a
Howie.
guarantee
dick,
you.
bitch.
Nobody in here is a Howie defender. You got it twisted.
Exactly. His dumb
Oh,
ass
you're
can't
right.
listen.
You're right.
He's
You're
too
right. I'm a
fucking
Howie.
slow to figure it
I'm a
out.
fake fan, bro. I'm a
You
fake
you
fan
can
because
you
I
can
want the best for my
I say
team,
it
man.
over and over. I don't give a damn
I'm
about
a
no
fake
damn
fan because I
Howie
want the
Roseman.
best
I
for my
don't care
team.
about him.
I want
I
the
care about
best for
winning
my
football
team.
games.
I do,
That
but I don't like this damn
I'm
GM. And you might, but I don't. I don't
Dude, you're still
want to
over talking
lose.
people. Shut up.
You're
You
letting
shut the fuck up. You shut up because you don't want to
Shut
keep on
up.
talking. No, I
Again,
won't.
the only one
No, I
talking for the
won't.
longest time has
No,
been
I
you.
won't.
Shut the hell up.
No, I won't. No, I won't. That's the sad part about I won't.
Yo,
Because
Foothill,
you
cut
don't
this
know.
dumb ass off.
Oh, but he will because I can mute him. So, yeah, he might be
Do
able
you
to.
see that? You're the
What's
fucking
up?
one being muted, you fucking idiot.
And there he goes. That's all it takes for me to mute him once, and now he's gone.
Exactly. What a fucking idiot, man.
Birdman _ 951. What's going on, my guy? You're muted, brother. You're muted. What's going on, my guy?
Yeah, so somebody's you can hear echo.
You're muted, brother. Is there an echo?
Somebody's got it on. You can hear echo.
Does anyone else have YouTube in the background?
Not me.
There it goes. Was that
We
me?
good?
Do I have an echo?
No, I think it's gone now.
Okay.
All right, Dad. What the hell was that? What the hell's going on?
That young man is letting his hatred for Howie Roseman skew his sensible thinking if he has much.
Dude literally talked over people for 45 minutes talking about how he wants the team to fucking lose and backtracks and said he doesn't. Like, does he not know that it says 155 and counting that we've been recording? Like, it's so stupid. Like, you can play it back. I'm in a fucking screen recorder so he can see it for himself.
Yeah, it's
So, I mean, well, let me tell you guys. Was anybody in the Vegas game? Did anybody go here?
No, I didn't.
Nah.
None but that.
Shout
That's
out
big money.
to all the Eagle fans that were down there, man. It was really cool seeing all the green down there on the strip.
Did
And
he go? Was he there?
yeah, he was there.
He was there. That's cool.
Yeah, you were missed, man. I wish Vic was there and Dante. It would have been good seeing all you guys. Eventually, we're gonna link up, man, and that way you guys could see. I'm really out there in the streets, man. I go out there and shout out to all the fans, showing love, new subscribers. I was out there in the Death Star. I met many Raider fans. It was all respect. You still had your crazy Raider fans, but there's one thing to be said: Raider fans and Eagle fans, they both have this mean passion, and when the worlds collide, it's like a dynamite scene. But for the most part, there wasn't any fights or anything. There was a lot. It was real close. A lot of smack talking back and forth between the Raider fans and the Eagle fans. But at the end of the day, we just got that bad karma. The injury kind of just like killed everybody's vibe. That I won't say that that's why we lost the game. I'm not going to do that, but it kind of just like, man, I'm telling you guys, when we saw Jalen under center, we were like, little kids, man. We're like, what? He's under center, G. Oh my God. We're like, dude, this dude's turning the freaking page,
It
bro.
was like 3 plays in a row too.
Yeah, I mean,
I was giddy.
even though he was under center, it was a little sloppy, you know, because it looks like they're just barely doing that. Like he didn't look too comfortable, but even so, it was just a sight to see that, you know, him being under center and him, you know, feeding the rock to Miles. Like I could watch that first drive over and over and over again because we're not going to see that for some time. But it was good to see that. After that, I don't know what happened. I see that he kind of was doing some more shotgun. When
Miles
Jalen,
went down the second drive.
when it was kind of like a 3rd and long, the crowd noise was pretty loud. I would say that. So it looked like Jalen was struggling with that a little bit with, you know, the silent count or whatever. I seen him, you know, clapping his hands. So I could see that there was some issues with it because once, you know, it's a closed dome. So, you know, once it gets rocking and rolling, you know, you hear it, man. If I hear it way up there in the nosebleeds, you know, you're hearing it down there on the field. So I could tell it was kind of rattling them a little bit, even with the O-line. They kind of seemed like that was a little bothering them. And, you know, you saw the sacks that happened because of it. And one thing that sucked, man, was when we had that drive, the Raider fans got really quiet. It was really quiet, and you were just hearing nothing but Eagle fans. Those yells were from the Eagle fans, and you can hear when we scored that touchdown. Listen to the TV or whatever. That was Eagle fans. So we were rocking and rolling too, but then it just kind of just fell apart. We got the injury. There was a lot of fishy business going around because when we saw the video, they aired it 3 times. The knee was down, and we were cheering. We saw it 3 times, and then they overturned it, and we were heated, man. So I'm not gonna say that's why we lost the game, but there was definitely some
You're
fishy
talking about
things.
the Gainwell fumble. You're talking about the Gainwell
Right?
fumble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was definitely some fishy things, and it was just adding to the BS that was already going on. Yeah, man, it was, man, and it hurt my heart, man, to watch my team go down. Like the ship was just breaking. It really hurt my heart, and I was, because it's like, dude, we're out here supporting the birds, and even if we lost, I just wanted it to be a little bit more competitive, because it just, man, you don't know how many times I heard Raiders first down, Raiders first down. Raiders first down.
Touchdown Raiders.
Raiders first down. I was like, can you shut that speaker up? Shut up.
Hey,
Gee.
Birdman, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
You know how you just said, you know, like that whole momentum shift on the fumble. Now, in the first quarter, how was it when Sirianni second guessed himself on that holding call and took the yards instead of the down? Like that was like the point of the game where it just shifted. Like, how was the atmosphere when that happened?
Oh, dude.
Like, did you even know that happened at first? Because the
Dude.
punting unit was out.
Dude, we were so teed off, dude. We were pissed, dude. We thought it was a joke. We thought, like, what? And then I'm looking, I'm like, the screen is showing us it was 4th down, right? I'm like, oh, no, that didn't happen. Like, no, we're gonna kick or you know. So we're like, okay, cool. And then all of a sudden we're like, they you know, the offense. I'm like, what's going on? And then the Eagle fans were arguing each other, like, no, they're gonna punt. And then we're all looking at each other like idiots, like, what the hell? And then we're looking at, because there's screens in there, right? So they're showing us something different than what's going on the field. And at the end of the day, it's like we got slapped in the face. We're like what the hell was that? We thought it was, I couldn't tell you, dude. We were it's like getting stone cold stunned, man. I was like, what the, and that's that. And then from that point on, it was just stupid things, man. I couldn't explain for the life of me. We're looking at Jalen. He was being so indecisive. I think that Miles thing really threw him off, and he just couldn't rebound from it. He was really shook with that. But in football, you gotta turn it off, man. You gotta switch it off, and you gotta go with KG and Boston, turn it up. But I think he looked like he was panicking. He looked like he wasn't ready to make that decision that was brought out. He missed quite a bit of open receivers. So I think something just even with the calls, man, I think that all just went in Jalen's head, and it just kind of fell apart from that. And aside from Sirianni doing bonehead stuff, and it was just it sucked, man.
Now, were you able to see our sideline, or were you on the Raiders sideline, like on that side?
Were we on?
We are on our side.
Yeah, it was our side. Yeah.
Were you able to see like any reaction from the team, the coaches, anything? Were you like were heads down? What was the mood like? Somber the whole time after that.
Yeah, like I said, like when we were doing like kind of like the 3 and out bull crap. You could see on the benches that the head was down. Kelsey looked like he was getting pretty. Yeah, I mean, you know what Kelsey did, so
yeah.
I think that was a reaction from how Kelsey was feeling, with all the BS that was going on. That was just like a reaction. Lane looked like he was pretty, teed off. And you know what it also looked like? It was a lot of stinking frustration. It was a lot of looking around and looking at the floor, and because the plays were just not, they were not connecting. And it was just like, here goes the defense. And you saw what our defense did. Freaking let Derek Carr look like Dan Marino. So sucks.
What about, I don't know if you could see from where you were, but was there much interaction between the coaches and the players, especially with Sirianni? Man, that's what I'm trying to focus on. Like, if you could see him, and what was he like on the sideline?
I will say this: I don't know if you saw. Did you see the video of the fan that threw the jersey before Nick Sirianni went in the tunnel?
I didn't.
Yeah, so this was cold. This was cold blooded, man. So there's an Eagle fan right there at the end, right next to the hall, and I guess he took his jersey off or whatever, and he literally threw it at Nick Sirianni on the floor, and they look at it, and they kind of walked over it or whatever, and the fan basically said, "F you" or some like that, vulgar, right? And you could just see the freaking look on Sirianni. Like Sirianni, he looks shook, man. And it's I don't know if that's just because nothing's going his way right now, but it wasn't good to see that the look on his face, man. And the fans doing that to him, I don't think the fans should have did it. I know that they're pissed, but it's not looking good right now. The fans are completely like they're pissed, man, especially getting the business like that. It's the fans are kind of turning on Nick Sirianni, if I had to say anything. That and I think I almost want to say, Vic, that locker room might be done.
That was literally my next question. I was going to say,
was
because I
it.
know you weren't able to see much off of Nick Sirianni, but the way his interaction and how you're saying, do you think the players lost him, or he lost the players, I should say?
It looks that way, man. I don't know what's going to happen with the Detroit. They should be able to win that game, but if that locker room is what I'm seeing, it's probably not going to happen.
You're talking about how you're getting the axe?
Birdman, I want to ask you a question right quick.
What's up, Don?
Reaction. Fletcher Cox came out with the comment earlier. Your reaction of him on the sideline. Give me your reaction of him. Was everything okay during the game? Do you see any type of reaction to Fletch? on the sideline.
It's just when they get off to the side after they're done, just kind of taking the helmet off and just kind of looking down. And normally when you see the defense guys, they're kind of like, hey man, come on, let's like B-Doc would pump you up, like
Yeah.
let it go, we're gonna get the next one. It just kind of seemed, what it feels like, guys. I'm gonna give you the God's honest truth. It feels like you're at a job you don't want to be at, but you're just doing the work because you need the check. I don't feel the I don't feel
the brotherhood.
Right. I don't feel that they're necessary.
They're going through it.
Yeah,
they're going through the motions, as they say. Yeah,
I don't feel like it's there. Like I mean, when we did our Super Bowl run, how geek were those guys dancing? And I mean, Jesus, we were doing the freaking
posing.
We're doing the freaking Mambo number 5 on the freaking football field, and now they're just like, "What? Hey, what kind of flavored Gatorade you got?" It just looks like the morale is down.
Well, that's the thing. We don't, especially on the on the offensive side of the ball. Yeah, you could say Jason Kelce is probably our the vocal leader, but on the defensive side of the ball, over the past couple of years, and now with the Brandon Graham injury, after we lost Malcolm Jenkins when we let him go, and then now that we've lost Brandon Graham, we just don't really have that vocal leader, especially on defense, and it's really starting to show itself right now. And I think you guys are very true. I have a good point when you say, that you could clearly see that this locker room is not buying into this coaching regime, and they're really just going through the motions at this point.
Yeah, it feels like it's a job. It doesn't feel, like say if you're on a softball team right now and you guys been having just not the great season and you're just kind of going out there going through the motions. Like I said, other than Avonte Maddox, he's like the only guy I feel that's kind of been like having like, his chest popped out a little bit more, like a little bit more giddy. I'm not really getting it from any other guys. Fletch has never been like the trash talker or the hype man. He's just more, I'm going to take care of business. But, he's hearing it from the fans, guys. He's hearing it from whoever, the news media, whatever. He's hearing it. And
he should be hearing it. He's making the most money on this team this year. Yeah. And I'm tired of hearing the excuse of him being double teamed, because he's not being double teamed every play. And the times that he's in the one-on-one matchups, he's not winning them. So, I'm done with the excuses with Fletch. I think he's lost a step, and he needs to start producing a little bit more, because we're not seeing it, especially at the amount of money that he's making.
I wasn't feeling his comment today of, I don't run screens, I get paid for sacks. My guy, you only got one sack. So it looks like we're wasting a lot of money on you right now. Like those comments should not be made. Like, I understand you're frustrated with the team, but when you try to you put yourself in a good light, it's not going to look well for you because you haven't done anything this year.
Yeah.
Hargraves has outperformed you in every sense of the word.
Absolutely.
You're expendable. You're making a lot of money. You're expendable. You're a huge cap hit. So we need to make a way of trading Fletcher Cox right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I understand. He has every right to be frustrated with this team because you know what? Everything that was promised hasn't happened. Again, we say it time and time again, putting in the best position. That hasn't happened yet. Maybe for Jalen sometimes.
I feel like Cox is he's using the struggles of this defense now, and especially it's really starting to kind of snowball. He's using that as a way to kind of point the attention away from him, his lack of production. I think Fletcher's that type of guy where he's like, oh, it's not me, it's him. No, you're making the exactly. You're making the big money, Fletch. You got to start owning up to that shit. And if you can't, then like my man Vic said, you're expendable. That we got a guy that's outperforming you and who's who is ready to replace you. So your days may be numbered in Philly.
You didn't see him 2 weeks ago when he had that little production when he came out of his car? Someone walked up to his car, opened the door for him. Fletch came out all white, nice button-down shirt, gold tip shoes. He made a production of it. But after this past week, hearing it, let's came into work a little differently. You seem a little humble. Of course, you're not going to wear the same thing when you're in the unis. When they're traveling, they have to be in their Eagles garb. But, there's a little more humility in it. And I bet you on the sidelines there wasn't much said out of him, was there? Because we all know he's not one to say something, but at the same time, Fletch will get in someone's ear. He'll try to talk to the defensive line, and none of that's going on. Like, what's up with this team? How can we turn this around?
Right.
Yeah,
Birdman, what are your thoughts? I want to ask all you guys your thoughts on Devontae Smith so far. I know some of his struggles are due to Jalen Hurts,
Yep.
throwing the ball behind him, being inaccurate with his throws at times. But I want to hear from you guys in regards to what you've seen from Devontae Smith so far.
I don't want to baby him, like you know what I mean, like, but I think there's been a lot put on him. Like you've seen it on the field.
Maybe
It's
too
all
much.
about him, and I think that you're only going to help him out if you spread the ball out. Again,
Yep.
it only benefits everybody to spread the ball out more, to run the ball more. Now we don't have Miles Sanders. All right, let's bring up Jordan Howard because now's the time. Everyone kept on saying bring up Jordan. There was no need. Now we have a need to bring Jordan Howard up. Now we need to use him and Boston Scott in tandem. Like I said before, you sprinkle Gainwell in the passing game. He's not a running back that can take it in between the middle. You got to sprinkle the guy in the running game. He needs to learn. Sirianni has an affinity for him, and I don't know what it is with him, but he has to understand Gainwell is not where he wants him to be right now. Like
Yep.
there's a lot of issues going on. I don't know if we can get through this right now, especially with what happened today. Everything that had to do in that press conference did not look good for Nick Sirianni.
Right. Vic, do
His
you think
demeanor,
that
the way he answered. I'm sorry, what happened?
I was going to ask you, do you think that from what you've seen from Devontae Smith so far, do you think he can be a number one receiver in this league?
I think he can eventually, but if you keep on pressuring this kid, listen,
Yep.
I hope he has the mental makeup, and it looks like he does. Like
Right.
there's a possibility you can break this kid. Like I said, man, help him out any way you can. Like Nick said, put him in the best position. There's times that you're drawing up plays for Devontae for no damn reason. You got Quez Watkins running out there and going crazy. Everyone has an issue with Jalen Rigger, which I don't know why. The kid's playing his ass off. Granted, he misses some balls, but he's made some pretty good freaking plays. And again, he's another guy that hasn't really been given an opportunity. Devontae
Yeah,
Smith
definitely agree.
can be the rookie of the year with the right coaching. That's the most frustrating thing. Like we're putting again, I'm not trying to bait him, but you gotta understand, we're putting a lot of pressure on him. Like we're forcing him to be the number one.
Yeah. When we should try to be letting it come to him. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Dante.
Yeah. What I'm seeing right now, like Vic said, it's a lot of pressure on this guy. Um, and most of the time, when everybody know you want to go to the Devontae Smith, and he's also a small receiver, so it's a possibility of pressing him that he's having trouble getting off the line. The only time he can really actually get off the line is when they're playing off him, but that's not the case. But when you're the number one receiver position, and Jalen Hurts is always dropping back, looking for you, and you're not there. That's what it comes for. Jalen Hurts needs to stop looking for Devontae Smith and just stop running out of the pocket. He's one read. If the first read ain't there, and he's just automatically gone. But right now, I
Right.
still got some hope for Devontae Smith. I still think he can be good with the right coaching. But the only way you can kind of free him, you got to get the other guys involved around him. You got to get Jalen Rager involved. He has not got the opportunities. I don't care what anybody says. This guy need opportunities. Every time he gets the ball thrown to him, it's always underthrown. It's always he draws pass interference penalties. So if you're drawing a pass interference penalty, that means you're beating your guy up the field. And I mean, he's just not getting the opportunities that I mean, Quez Watkins has 2 for 37. The ball is not spread it around. That's what I'm just gonna say. It's not spread it around. It just looked like every time he drops back, he's looking for Devontae Smith. So if you can just spread the ball around and just stop being a one read and go guy, maybe you take some of that pressure off of Devontae Smith. And once these other guys are getting their opportunities and making plays, that's gonna free Devontae Smith from one-on-one coverages. And plus, then you're gonna have the best cornerbacks on him at all times. You're gonna have the best cornerbacks on him. as much. But like I say, everybody else got to get an opportunity. Jalen Hurts got to spread the football around to each and everybody and give guys more opportunity. That's going to free up more Devontae Smith right now. That has not worked. That has not panned out. And you got to get the right coaching around you to put these guys in the right position to make plays. So that's probably what's going on. That's what I'm looking at for when I'm looking at.
Got you. Yeah.
Um,
Birdman, what do you think?
well, there's going to be unpopular opinion, but I think it's time to sit Jalen because him and Nick are not on the same page. I just don't see Nick fixing him or making the right calls for him or anything. I just don't see that. What's the point of him and Jalen together because it's just not working. So what I would suggest right now is go ahead and put the Tiger King in, and I want to see what Nick Sirianni is going to do. I want to see if he's going to change his game plan around the Tiger King Minshew and see what's the difference. Are you going to change it for him? Kind of like simplify it more for him or something. Yeah, you could probably say Gardner has maybe a better throwing or whatever it is. I don't care. Whatever he could do better than Jalen. Okay, let's see it. And I want to see what kind of game plan you're going to have for a different quarterback because obviously Jalen and Nick, I don't think they're going to fix this. There's just no way. I don't see it. This has been too long already where they're not seeing eye to eye. When we saw the Atlanta game, I thought, okay, this is what we're gonna do, and it looked good. Looked like we're gonna, make them throw the necessary passes. We're gonna run a little bit. We're gonna pave the lane when our O line was healthy. But it just seems like Nick just said, you know what, screw this, man. Basically, Jalen's everything, and I don't
Yep.
understand it. Jalen is everything. If there's no Jalen, I don't think we even win the two games. I guess I don't know. Maybe Gardner could win two games too. I mean, what do we? I don't see any development, guys.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. When you compare Smith and the eventual Rookie of the Year, Jamar
Jamar
Chase,
Chase. Yeah.
you see
Jamar
how
Chase.
they're
Yep.
used, and you see the difference with the team. What's the
Yep.
big difference between the Bengals and the Eagles? You got Joe Mixon having a breakout season. He's running the
Yep.
ball like never before. They're keeping a balanced
Yep.
offense. They're
Right.
spreading the ball around.
Yep.
Even though everyone says, for fantasy wise, Tyler Boyd and you got I
Yep.
forgot the other guy right now,
And
Higgins.
you got the tight
They
end. You
haven't
got the
been
tight
doing
end as doing who's
Yeah.
very
correct.
good too.
He's
The tight end
balling
is
The
out.
very
reason
yeah,
why
yeah,
that they're
balling.
not fantasy relevant is because they're spreading the ball more. Yeah, they're hitting up Chase because guess what?
Right.
Chase is burning cats because they're
Yep.
not focusing on Chase. They're giving Chase the
They're
ball when
not
he
for
obviously
yes,
protects
yes,
himself.
yes.
Mhm.
That's the big
And
issue, and
even
that's
when
what we need.
exactly they're keeping balance. Even when like against Baltimore, their run game wasn't super successful, but they kept running the ball to
Yep.
keep the
Yes.
defense honest. That's what you do
Yeah.
to have a balanced offense. And when you got a younger quarterback and receiver who obviously have great chemistry, they play together at LSU. That's translating into
Yep.
the NFL now. And yeah, I mean, it
That's
makes
I
the
it that
best
mean,
comparison I can
this
think
is
of
not
between those two.
yes, but this is not
Look what
just
the
Jamar
Raiders did.
Chase. It's not
Look what
just
the
Jamar
Raiders did to
Chase
us.
making plays though. It's everybody on
right.
that Bengals offense
Everybody.
though.
Yeah.
It's Joe Mixon, number 87, a tight end who's a beast, Tyler Boyd. I mean, the ball is spread it around, so that takes a lot of pressure off Jamar Chase. That's what I'm saying. Vic just made my point. It's not so much just looking at Jamar Chase. I'm just feeling like we're just looking at Ian Devontae Smith and defenses got when you throw the ball, defenses already eyeing on that. And just because we're not spreading the ball around, we're being one dimensional, we're not running the football. So that's kind of taking Devontae Smith kind of out a little bit while you got the Bengals who's more balanced. The Joe Mixon is running the football. You got Jamar Chase breaking
Yeah.
free because Tyler Boyd and the tight end can get off. And you seen what they did this week against Baltimore. They went into Baltimore and they steamrolled Baltimore. Because why? They got good chemistry and they're also running the football. football, and that's how you free up guys when you're balanced like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
When you're running that ball and you're spreading the
Yep.
ball around, the defense can't focus on one person. They have to respect those
Yes.
receivers because you know at any time Tyler Boyd, Higgins, Chase, they can take over a game.
Yep.
And the only reason why people give them that respect is because it all goes down to our issue, our quarterback. Look at Joe Burrow, second-year quarterback. Granted, he's the first-round pick. He had more time. But again, second year, we got a quarterback who's in our second year, for better or worse. Look at the decisions that he's making. He is making sure that he is spreading the ball around. Because you know why? Joe Burrow spreads the ball around? He knows that if they pinpoint on something, he's going to get attacked. He's going to get hit. They're going to focus on his line.
Right.
Jalen needs to think of that the same way. If you don't spread the ball around, they're going to attack me. If I get the ball out fast, if I move it around, if I get the run game going, if I don't fucking keep it on an RPO, I might not get hit once in a while. I might not have defenders coming at me the way they are. I might not have to worry about who's coming from behind. That's another issue Jalen has. This sense of awareness is horrible when he's on the run. He never thinks that anyone's behind him.
Right.
Not only
Like,
that,
Not
but
win many games.
he
You're
just
not
doesn't.
gonna win.
You can tell. You could completely tell that Jalen does not trust his offensive line right now. Like Dante said earlier, it's a quick one read and then go.
He
If
gets to
that,
go.
you know,
He gets
he's
to go. Yeah.
he's bouncing out of that pocket quicker than quicker than the robber here does when he hears the sirens coming from the the police. So yeah,
And that's Jalen's fault because again, look at Joe Burrow's line. We have a way better line than the Bengals. The Bengals have a horrible line. Joe Burrow understands what his line's limitations are. And Jalen doesn't trust his line because he trusts his feet too damn much. He needs to take a step back and just relax.
Right.
That's what he needs
And
to do.
Cincinnati may have a less talented offensive line than us right now, but I guarantee you they're happier because they don't have to sit back and pass block all the damn time.
Yep.
Almost every single damn play. They actually get to run block and get after some people.
And you know one thing I think that's an issue with Jalen Hurts, you know how they say at a certain point the game slows down and then you understand it? I don't think this game has slowed down for him yet.
Yep.
For Hurts?
Yep, for Hurts. I don't think it's slowed down for him yet.
Way. Nope, it's flying right now. It is cooking him right now.
I mean, sometimes you have to be a quarterback and sit up and down in the pocket a little bit longer if you got to take a hit. That's what Joe Burrow really knows that too. He sometimes when you come off that first read, you just look and look at your second and third read. But sometimes you just got to be able to sit back there a little bit longer and take a hit. But we're not going to win a lot of football games if your quarterback keep being a leading rusher every single weekend. We're not going to win too many ball games. So that's how unbalanced we is because the quarterback is the leading rusher every single fucking weekend, and it's a shame to sit up there, watch the quarterback being our leading rusher every week and got 5 rushing touchdowns.
And it was so heartbreaking to see Miles go down so early, and I know it was especially for you in person, Birdman, because he was you could see it. He was juiced. He was ready to get his first 100-yard game, probably get a touchdown or two against the Raiders. I mean, he was primed and ready, and I guarantee you their game plan was very much surrounded around Miles, and that definitely threw Jalen for a loop, because once he's gone, it's like, what are we going to do now? It's like back to the drawing board.
And look at this.
I wanted to say the comment from Gio from the 215. He said Watkins should have been the number one from the get-go and not waste Smith's potential. Not saying Devontae is bad. He should have just been the second read, and I completely agree. I think that would have been a way better scenario for Devontae Smith and for this offense.
Smith was given that position. He didn't even earn it.
Right.
So Carson Wentz 17 for 26, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns. Is it Jonathan Taylor?
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor.
Okay.
Yes.
He had 107 yards. Wentz had 23 yards. Hines 14 and 4. Okay. What this tells me, I mean, Carson just played. He just did what he had to do, but him having someone that ran for 100 yards, you can win games.
Yep.
That's something that we just don't have. It's that simple, guys. I mean, look at those numbers: 17 for 26, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns.
That's if I could say just one thing about that, if I could just say one thing about that game, Carson has to credit Michael Pittman a lot because there were 2 long balls that he got to
Yeah.
Pittman, but it wasn't because of Cartman. It was all Pittman. Pittman had to go back for
Yeah.
both those balls, and I think one of them was a penalty that set up the first touchdown.
Yeah.
And we do have, Jalen has done that, Jalen Rager and Devontae, where they kind of had to go back to the ball or whatever. But my point being is that we should be having a better running attack to help Jalen. I just don't understand why we thought that he's going to be the running back too. No, he's a quarterback that can run. If you want him to be a running back, then drop his position as a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, this is what's scary about Nick Sirianni. And that's why I'm saying, if he can't handle the running quarterback thing, the concept, then go ahead and throw the Tiger King and we'll see what you do. And you'll be put to the test, because maybe that's what it is. Maybe you can't deal with a running quarterback, because this is not rocket science. Like, all of us could come up with something better than what we're seeing on the field, and that shouldn't be it.
Well, the one thing that was disappointing, like Foothill said, there was a plan going into this game with Miles Sanders. And even though he got hurt, Boston Scott should have been handling that from then on. It should have been running the ball with Gainwell and waiting for Gainwell to fumble, then going back to Scott. Scott has time and time again held this team on his back. He did it last season. He did it, 2019, I believe. You know what I mean? Like, he's had experience. He's not a horrible running back. He runs the ball better than Gainwell. Whatever Nick Sirianni has with Gainwell, he needs to let go of it right now and understand. You sprinkle that kid in and let him get some experience here and there. His time is next year, not right now. You can't rush it. Same thing with Devontae Smith. You can't rush it. That's another big issue he has. Let the players develop on their own. You can't say, all right, Devontae Smith, you're the first pick. You're going to be the number 1 guy. That only works when you have everything around him set up. And Nick, you don't. You're not putting your guys in the best position. If you want Devontae and you want Gainwell out there, you got to make sure that you're drawing up the right plays. You got to make sure you got to understand what they can and what they can't do. It isn't about what you want scheme-wise done. It all goes into what you said. Put your players in the best position. Understand what they can and can't do.
So they're not really saying what happened to Miles. Are they saying, is it a sprain at this point? Because
I haven't heard anything definitive.
It looked like it hurt because it was kind of like if you extend your foot down and you plant, and look, that's all he did. He extended his foot down and just planted the wrong way.
Right. Yeah. That's why I was worried about that. I was worried that was an Achilles. I was thinking
Brandon Lee Gouton said it was multiple games that he looks like he's going to be out. And then
I'm hearing 2 to 3 right now.
Okay. And then Sirianni mentioned the Eagles have Jordan Howard. So what? Because that doesn't mean you're going to run him.
We also have Huntley.
Did they mention anything about Lane?
I think it's more likely that Huntley probably gets promoted over Howard just for the mere fact that he fits more of the mold that Sirianni likes.
Give me Isaiah Holyfield out there. I want a power back.
Get him on the
that young
phone.
stud out there.
Right? Is he? He's not even on the practice squad though. Holyfield, is he?
I thought he was.
No, I don't think so.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
but
I think
has there been any news about Lane Johnson and like how severe was his injury?
His what?
Lane Johnson. He didn't get to play the rest of the game. He was out.
Oh shoot! I didn't even know.
Yeah, he's got ongoing issues with that foot ankle.
Oh man,
that's what that was.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know. Yeah.
Yeah. I think this might be Lane's last year. I think he might.
Yeah,
he might give up.
Yeah, him and Brandon Brooks. That's it, man.
All right, so let's talk about this real quick. Do you honestly think we're in a position to let him go?
Elijah Holyfield is actually currently he's on the Cincinnati Bengals according to Wikipedia.
Vic, do we have to do we owe him anything or what's the contract look like right now?
For Brooks?
Yeah.
Or Lane?
Brooks.
I think Brooks is locked in for 2 years, isn't he? 2 more years, that's it.
I mean, he can be here, but I don't know if it's gonna be starting thing because of the injury. He's got so many injuries. I think they're just gonna,
Well, I only say if you look at it,
kind of like
I only ask because if you look at it, we're losing Lane, we're losing Brooks, we could lose Kelsey. That's 3 spots on the offensive line. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Are you in?
It
Do you
is.
think we're in a position to let him go now?
Hmm. That's questionable. Because I mean, from what I've seen, from what I've heard, Driscoll's play has been up and down this year. So I don't know how confident we are with him taking over the right tackle spot. I just
Yeah,
don't.
it's a
And
lot. We're in a
I
bad
mean,
predicament.
Did
what was that? What's the? I'm sure Birdman remembers his name. What's the defensive end for the Raiders? I mean, he was literally he was
Max
making
Crosby?
Jordan out. He was making no Azuma. What was his name? Azuma.
Talking
Zuma.
about Agakwe? Was
Yeah,
it Agakwe?
Ngakwe. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was making Mulata look bad. Quite a few plays yesterday. You know,
Yeah,
he was running right
I
around
was on the
Mulata.
right side. He's off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That
Even when he was on the left side, he was running right around him. He's making Mulata look like he was in freaking sitting in sand.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You
There
know?
that the something's off in the locker room, man. The body language, the sidelines. It's not. It's like everybody's just there for the job.
Hey, Berman, can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
This is me selfishly. Now, that stadium, how nice is it inside?
I will say I wasn't like overly impressed. The seats are really. I think personally, I think the Philly stadium's way cooler. I mean, it looks cool on the outside, but I don't know. I think it's just okay. I think it's not everything that they make it up to seem. Let's see what else. I guess
It's too close to each other. You don't have your space to like move.
Yeah,
Because
it's
literally
really
the guy
tight.
that was next to me, he was like literally like sitting on me.
Yeah,
practically.
like their people's knees are like on your head, and you're like, God damn.
Really?
Yeah,
Damn.
it's really tight, man. They packed it in, dude. I was like thinking, I'm like, damn, I'd rather just save up my money to be in those box seats because I'm tired of getting someone's knees digging in my back. you know, and then every time, someone has to
Or
get
like
up.
that girl that literally leaned behind you because that's how close.
Yeah,
you
like
were.
if you say you're sitting in your chair and you're like, oh, we scored. You're like, oh, damn, you just took one in the head, like, bam, you just hit someone's knees, dude. It's like,
You're gonna hit somebody in the leg.
bro. And I never been to a stadium where the men's bathroom line was longer than the females. It was forever. I'm like,
It's a
what the
football
heck?
stadium.
What the hell is going on?
A lot of beer being consumed. A lot of
Dude,
alcohol. Yeah.
We're talking like 20-minute wait, dude, to go to the pisser, and like you're missing the game. You're like, dude, 20 minutes just to go to the bathroom, and everybody's pounding beers. So you can imagine how much football you missed. They don't even have TV. They should have the TVs and the dang freaking bathroom stalls so we could see the damn game. And here goes the ladies. Usually the ladies got the longest line. They're going in and out, in and out. I'm like, what? How do they getting in and out? It's supposed to be faster with the guys. What's going on here? I was like, but I mean, it's okay, dude. Like I wasn't just like, wow, this is like the coolest thing. I felt like it's just a little bit overhyped or whatever. I recorded some of their intro, but like I said, the fans are, I think, what sell like the Raider Nation, because like these dudes, like, they had Predator, Dark Vader's in the house, the Stormtroopers, you name it, So I think the fans are kind of like what sells it. And the only thing that kind of was weird, man, is that not all Raider fans are from, coming from Oakland, doing all that traveling. A lot of them are Las Vegas fans. And they kind of swear that I'm a hardcore Raider fan now. I'm like, it's a little debatable right there. I mean, calm down a little bit, I mean, yeah, I know you're representing your city and all that stuff, but you're getting a little bit too crazy with it, man. You don't know anybody who's on the O line. Relax there. But you get a lot of that Las Vegas fans that you just became fans, and then so it's what I was hearing from like people around. It's like going to the black hole and now the new Raiders. It's not the same as going to Oakland. How it was, it's really intense. It's a little bit calmer, but I'm not trying to like diss Raider Nation. They still, for the most part, they held it down. And they did their smack talking, but for the most part, everything was pretty cool. But it's not as like so intense because a lot of people are telling me like, "Oh man, I can't believe you're going down there, man. You be safe, man. Like, I don't know if you're gonna make it." I'm like, "What? What make it? I mean, what are they gonna do to me?" But they just kind of scare you a little bit. But I think it was more crazier in Oakland because there's a lot more. That black hole was pretty crazy from what I heard when the Eagle fans did go. Shit, that's 8 since Nick Foles threw those 7 touchdowns. That's 8 years ago, right? About.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
so
was 2003 or 2013. I mean, pretty sure, right? Yeah.
so those fans, a little bit more crazier, but shout out to them, man. Like, they're being cool. Hey, you want something to eat, some, drink or something like that. So they were being pretty cool for the most part. But then once you seen that we were getting our asses handed to us, then the fans were getting really loud because once they felt comfortable that the lead was far enough away where the Eagles weren't coming back, that's when they started to get a little bit louder. They were going like, for example, one of the Raiders fans was going, EAGL. Like that, he was doing that, but man, he did it about 100 times. I'm like, all right, bro, okay, we're okay. Yeah, we got it. And
We hear you, right?
Hey, fellas, I'm gonna have to head out. It's 1:11 on the East Coast.
East Coast. All right, brother.
Hey,
Yeah,
Vic,
man.
I appreciate you being with us so long, man.
Hey, man, have a
Thank
good
you
one,
so
both
much.
y'all.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Take care.
You
Much
too.
love.
Take it easy.
All right, Vic.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on? I want to ask you this: do you right now? Do you think we're going to win more games than last year, which was a whopping 4? What do you think? If you're a gambling man, if you're putting money on this team, the way we're running right now, our remaining schedule, we may get swept by the AFC West. Our next 2 games are against or our next 3 games are against the Lions, Chargers, Broncos. So we've already lost 2 games to the AFC West. We lose to the Chargers and Broncos, then they get to sweep us.
You know what? I really thought Nick was going to.
And after those 3, we got Saints, Giants, Jets. Yeah, go ahead.
I really thought Nick Sirianni was going to turn the page when I see the whole under center thing, and it just seemed like it kind of felt like the Water Boy. When it's like, when on the Water Boy when the coach took his notebook and he's holding his notebook like this. I kind of feel I feel like Nick Sirianni's doing like the whole Water Boy thing when he sees the coach over there, and he gets all nervous and stuff. So, the way it's set up right now, and Nick Sirianni is he's being consistent when it comes to his ways, and it seems like he's not learning from all that bad football we've been seeing. And like I said, I do not think him and Jalen have a good connection. I really thought they did, man. And I really thought, the handshaking thing, I thought they were just, on the same page, but they just look like they're on 2 different worlds, 2 different planets, and they are not seeing eye to eye. And I'm not taking any shots at Jalen because I don't feel it's fair. This guy's a rookie head coach and all this stuff. And I know there's people out there that just want to rip his head off and all that stuff. But I feel that I never put Jalen so high on a pedestal because we had to see. I didn't say he was Lamar Jackson and he's the new Dak Prescott and he's the new Patrick Mahomes. I never said none of that. But the thing is that what we wanted to see him is how Nick Sirianni was going to develop this player, because he's supposed to be developing these guys into winners, and anything that they were doing bad, he was supposed to fix these. He was supposed to do the corrections. He was supposed to, Foothills. This guy was selling us what we wanted to hear. He was like a used car salesman trying to sell us like, hey man, this Cadillac runs like a beauty and blah 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 and this and that, and we fell for it, and now we're here looking at like what happened. Are you froze? I think he's froze. Let me freeze with him.
Who froze?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and now check this is my show now. Welcome to the Birdman _951. This is my show now. And Philly, he is gonna come back, but I'm gonna charge him this time. Wow, I just can't believe it. This is my show now. Everybody just leave. You know, I'm just taking over everybody's show. And special guest, Baby Mike is in the house, and he is selling the Ginsu knives. You can get these at $9.99. Very, very sharp, and we're going to demonstrate how he cuts the bread. There he goes. Nice forward motion. Very good, Mike. See that chopping action? Am I live still? I don't even know if I'm live. This is the Michael Myers show. He has taken over. This is not Foothill Show. This is Mike Myers show. And his pet hamster. Let's see.
He can poop.
Uh-oh.
He crazy.
Now it's a pet show. Welcome to
Oh my gosh.
Welcome to the pet show. Look at the camera, yo. Say cheese. Say cheese. This is a girl, and then she's a little swoopy.
No,
It's a
that's
boy.
Oh, it's a boy. Oh my God.
Could you see over there? Yeah, can't you see the butt?
Will you say hi to the people? There you go. right.
okay.
So I'll be taking questions in the audience right there. Technical difficulties. Please stand by and enjoy the pet show. So we have the next item here is the old switchblade. These go for $15.99 at the Birdman _ shop, and you can cut the boxes here, and then also, you know, if you're scared, if you're walking in the park alone, you think Mike Myers is out there, you got your knife, and you just do that, and bam. So who's in the building? Who we got? We got Gio. What's up, Gio? You want to be part of the show, man?
Do you have control?
Am I still live? I don't even know. I think so.
I think you are. Let me check. Hold on.
So welcome to the Birdman _ 951. Let me see if we got any more cool gifts for you guys. Okay, is anybody looking for this sticker? We got these stickers right here. Voila.
What is that?
And also, you can get these Birdman
Yeah, you are.
_ 951. Look at this. Woo! Hit that subscribe. Oh, Joey's in the building. Did I like? Let me see. Let me talk to Baby Mike right here. So, what I'll say about Halloween, since now we're going down this train, is that I love the whole like kind of, you know, showing like where Mike came from and everything, and how he basically just kind of like, you know, how Mike started and everything. So I thought that was really cool. There was a lot of cool killings that I love, like some crazy stuff. The only kind of thing was that it got a little slow, a little bit, in sort of after the certain scenes. So, I love when Mike came out of the house. That was pretty sick. And what else? What else? The only thing that I will say too that I wish that Mike was somehow. I hope. Spoiler alert, guys. So I don't know if you guys seen the movie, guys,
No
but
spoilers.
I hope you. Hopefully, if no one's, I don't kill it for somebody. But check this out. I wish that Mike somehow, some way, made it to the hospital because there was plenty of people that could have been sliced and diced.
Oh
So,
my God.
but so I think I seen it. It was a good movie. All right, Gio. Whoa!
What happened?
Birdman.
There he is.
What's the matter, brother?
I was doing the Frozen thing like I was talking to a Frozen guy. So let me try it again. Pretty good, huh?
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you're
Sorry
gonna
about
want to
that.
go ahead and watch when you're
Crash.
not here. So, because I took over the show, man, it became the Birdman show. If we were talking about everything. We were talking about Halloween movies, Michael Myers. There was even a pet that came by the show. It was crazy, man. You
Yeah,
missed
that's
it.
awesome. That's awesome.
But I held it down, man. I held it down.
I appreciate you, definitely. And you kept the viewers too. I think we still got about 9 people on the live stream right now. So
Oh
that's
yeah, that is this beautiful night. Even Joey was in here.
Right.
Philly Sports Talk. Look at that. That was a beautiful night.
right. Joey was in here. Oh shit.
But yeah, like I forgot what we were initially talking about.
Oh yeah, he said, "Did you like Halloween Kills?" Yes, I absolutely did, Joey. If you're still in here, I know he's
Yeah.
live streaming right now too. So I'm
Oh,
surprised.
he is. Oh crap.
Yeah, he's literally live streaming right now too. He's got like 190 something people in his live stream last time I
Late
looked.
night. He's on double duty.
Joey's a freaking
He's still here. That's great.
dude. Eagles champs live right now. I'm sure he's talking mad shit about all of us. He's probably talking. He's talking mad crap, especially about Vic and about Coach. Duncan.
Actually,
He's
this
definitely
guy's
talking
looking
mad
for
crap.
Eagles champ. Doing Eagles champ. I'm
That's
looking
awesome,
for
Michael Myers. That's awesome.
I'm
Michael
looking
Myers.
for Eagles champ. Anybody seen him? Eagles champ. Eagles champ.
There you go. There you go.
Eagles champ. I'm coming for you, Eagles champ. Oh man, what a great show.
Right.
But yeah, like I was saying, I feel that Nick and Jalen are just two different dudes and not seeing the same page. They're just not seeing the same thing. I do not know what's gonna happen, man. But like I said, you can say what you want about Jalen. You're right. You have the right for your opinion. But I'm at this point, let Tiger King play. See if you see anything different. Let's see if maybe Sirianni all of a sudden finds a playbook or something. I don't know. I'm willing to try anything. What's it called? I mean, the Raiders even had what's the backup court? Marcus Mariota came out and freaking ran for some yards, dude. Jinx 121 for
It's 1:21 in the morning. Hey, Jinx, I appreciate you being with us late night. Definitely. Coach Dante is all back in here as well. He said, "What up? What's going on, Coach?" Philly Sports Talk podcast. He said, "Yo, Dante." Yeah, so we got about a dozen people in the live stream so far right now. Still, so
yeah. So before I forget, Easy Money was on my stream. I think we were streaming at the same time, and he said that he believes that we're getting these drafts together because we're gonna put everything in on Matt Corral. You heard about Matt Corral?
I've been hearing that. I don't follow college football super closely, so I'm not familiar with a lot of the names, but I've been hearing that being tossed around quite a bit, though.
Yeah, and okay, guys, I don't quote me on this, but I'm hearing that supposedly got leaked that Howie is all in on this guy, and that this guy is the greatest thing, or something like that. But I couldn't tell you who he is. I haven't seen any of his college tape or whatever. I'll take a look.
So he's a
But
quarterback. He's a quarterback at Ole Miss. He's 6'2", 205.
6'2", 205. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. He's a junior right now, so he'd be coming out a year early.
All right.
Looks like he's from. Is he from California?
So is he playing for right now? I mean, he's playing for Miss, right?
Yeah, Ole Miss.
I mean, Ole Miss. Dumb question. You already said that.
He's from California. Looks like
Okay.
Southern California, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Westlake Village, California. I'm not sure where that's at.
In my opinion, our season not over yet.
It's Southern California. It's a 9-1 zip
Yeah,
code.
it's not that it's over. It's just there's more than meets the eye. There's just so much stuff that you could just write on a paper that is wrong with this team, and someone has to take the fall for this, man, because this is turning into a damn joke, pretty much. I don't know how else to say it.
It was hard to watch yesterday. I mean, especially after we got down multiple scores, and then you just see you see Jalen, or I don't know if it was a bad snap or whatever, but then he's fumbling snaps and things like that. I mean, it's kind of spiraling out of control right now. And the season's not, I agree, the season's not over yet, but if we lose to Detroit, you're gonna see the fans come out in droves.
Hey, it's funny because Joey said they lose against the winless Lions. You know what's funny? The character on The Simpsons that's the Homer's boss, that one. What is it, Mr. Smith? Like, who's Homer's boss?
Yeah, Smithers. Yeah, Mr. Smithers.
Yeah, you know how he does that evil thing? Like, he's always. No,
Mr. Burns. Sorry, Smithers is his right hand man.
Mr. Burns. I feel Howie or Jeff is gonna be like this. Like, their plan is working. Like,
right,
plan is working, and I'm like, I don't know. I mean, like, what are you gonna? I mean, how are you gonna save this franchise? Like, there's so much speculation and all that, but for sure, one thing, this is a freaking dumpster fire right now. It's just remember Tom Hanks on Castaway?
I mean, I'm not saying we're the least, right? We're not the least talented on paper, obviously, and I think talent wise we're better than than maybe the football team or the Giants. But right now, I think we're the worst team in this division, and it's pretty bad. It's getting pretty bad pretty quick. Joey's absolutely right. They lose against the winless Lions, all hell is going to break loose. Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Burns. Mr. Burns.
Jeez. Oh man.
Yeah, and it's like right
now.
And you know what's crazy, dude? Like, okay, listen to what I'm about to say. At this point, golf is better than Jalen.
Yeah, and he's in a. Yeah, and he hasn't won a game yet, but pretty much damn near every game except I think last week. Last week I think was the first blowout really loss that they had. They've been competitive in every other game that they've been in, and they played against some pretty good teams. They had a lead for a chunk of the game yesterday against the 6-1 Rams. So they're not as bad as their record indicates. I definitely tell you that. And Goff has been outplaying Hurts this season, and that's not good.
Right. And who do we have after Detroit? Do you remember?
After Detroit, we have the Chargers, and that's that's in Philly. So that's not going to be that's probably not going to be the first home win there.
Oh God.
And then after that, we're in Denver for Broncos, and then we're home against the Saints. That's possibly a win, maybe. And then we're in Jersey for the Giants.
Wait a second. Wait.
Back to back weeks.
You want to know who's licking their chops for that game, the Saints versus Eagles? And that's at home, right? Is it in New Orleans?
No, it's in Philly.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know who's coming back, right?
Oh, yeah, Michael Thomas. Yeah.
Malcolm Jenkins.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what Malcolm Jenkins is gonna do to us one last time for the Eagles cutting him? He's gonna be like, Howie,
Six.
this is for you, Howie. Yeesh.
Right.
Yeet.
He's going for the kill.
Oh yeah, dude. He's gonna be like Mike right here. He's gonna. Ah, I see you, Howie. You have a little problem over there, huh? You don't know what to do with your quarterback, huh? You thought Nick Sirianni was a great coach, huh? You like Coach Gannon, huh? Here you go. Here's another interception for you. Oh man,
Richie MC said, "Never thought Isaac Seumalo's injury was so costly, but it is." I mean, Brooks too. You know, our offensive line just hasn't been nearly as strong with those injuries, and Jalen, you could clearly see that Jalen doesn't trust this offensive line. He's bailing. He is going through one read, and then the more than likely that if he bounces out of the pocket, the receivers have to break off their route and try to work their way back to him. And yes, Mr. Burns' plan is working to perfection.
How can I screw this up even more, Smithers?
Right?
Oh man,
I have the same poncho.
that's right, man. Poncho
do too.
gang.
Yep, I do too.
Poncho
Absolutely.
gang.
I got mine in Mexico, in Ensenada.
Collector's item.
Yep. Philly Sports Talk podcast said I wouldn't be surprised if we went 2-15. I wouldn't either.
Mr. Burns is thinking the same thing.
But the problem I have though, the what worries the shit out of me is that I still don't know if that'll be enough for Lurie to cut bait with Roseman. We're gonna have to really, the fans, media, everything is gonna have to make some noise.
The hashtags.
The hashtag Fire Howie is gotta get ripping and roaring again.
I mean, what? Okay, what are the odds? What would I wonder what Vegas has this at? I should hit up Vegas about Fire Howie. I just don't see. Has it ever happened where a coach would get fired in 1 year? I don't know, man.
That's not really Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman's forte. But hey, I mean, maybe Lurie will wake up in a cold sweat and be like, you know what? Fire them all. He's just going to clear the house. He's going to fire Howie. He's going to fire the coaching staff. And he may even fire the quarterback too.
Hey, Philly. So after we took that horrendous loss, right? So I get in the truck. I get an email from the Philadelphia Eagles. 20% coupon of all Philadelphia Eagles merchandise. I'm like, really, Philadelphia? That's how you're going to butter me up, is a 20% discount? That's how you know your team sucks. When you get an email from the Philadelphia Eagles trying to give me a 20% coupon to buy a jersey. Like, I'm so dying to buy a jersey right now. Right after the loss, please let me buy another Eagles jersey right now. I'm so motivated right now.
Yeah, let me go get a Derek Barnett jersey right now. I'm so juiced for that one.
No. Let me get a JJ Arcega-Whiteside jersey right now. Like, wow.
Oh man, yeah, I need that one definitely. That one's got to go in the closet for sure.
Let me get a Travis Fulgham jersey. I bet those are really cheap right now.
Right? No kidding. Yeah.
Jeez, man. I'm like, really, Philadelphia? That's how you're gonna, fix my sorrows? Why don't you buy me a drink? Because that's all this team is making me do is drink.
It's gonna need multiple.
Oh,
no, multiple rounds. Multiple.
Oh man. Hey, Philly. Speaking. Okay, so we went and had a late night dinner yesterday at Planet Hollywood.
Nice.
And before we got there, so I see this Eagle fan, right? Like, pretty much the strip's already kind of dead, and I see this one Eagle fan by the what's the casino?
It was right across from the MGM.
Yeah, across from the MGM, right? There's this Eagle fan, drunk as shit, man. He is out of his flipping mind. this dude is drunk off his ass, right? I'm like, and then I was like, hey, go Birds, man. Like I feel, dude.
He didn't even know which way to get on this.
Yeah, he was trying. Yeah, he was trying to find how to get to the escalator, but he was just going in circles, lost, dude. But I was like, dude, I was like, wait a second, is that Jalen Hurts? No, I was kidding. No. But yeah, I was like, dude, you see what the Eagles do to us? We're like, we have to get so drunk that we don't even know where the hell we're at, and just drunk Eagle fans on the strip, lost.
Yeah. Richie said Eagles at home versus the Chargers fans pay $40 for parking, $20 for a light beer, and mollywop by the Chargers going to be bad. Heads will need to roll and be fired.
Hey, maybe I'll get a coupon for 50. Maybe they'll amp up the 20% to freaking 40%. Hey, Birdman, go to the Philadelphia Eagles. You want another jersey, right?
I could probably be expecting some new merchandise from from Christmas presents this year because they're going to be getting such great deals on this stuff. They can't pass it up.
You get a jersey. You get a jersey. You're all getting jerseys.
It may be JJ Arcega-Whiteside jerseys, but you're all getting jerseys.
You get if you buy your jersey now, if you act now, you will get this free umbrella freaking patch.
Oh my goodness.
With JJ's mom right here. Oh man.
I heard that the salt company wants JJ as a sponsor.
Oh, dude. Oh man. I mean, we gotta laugh at the end of the day, man.
The only thing that'll work.
Our freaking dude, we are just getting gut punched. We are getting gut punched by the Eagles, man. As fans, we just they're just like, hey, what's up, Eagles fan? You think we're gonna win today? Yes, sir. Yes, we're gonna win. Oh
no. Especially after the way that game started. I mean,
oh, dude, what a tease, bro.
I thought for sure we were gonna be so competitive in that game, and the way that we came out, the way the offense looked different. Jalen was under center 3 plays in a row. We ran the freaking ball, had play action down the field to Dallas Goedert, who made a great catch in traffic and finished it off with a nice touchdown to Gainwell. Just, I mean, we looked great coming out the gate, but
so here's an idea. When the Chargers play the Eagles, I want all the Eagle fans in the stadium to go buy themselves a fluorescent marker and just do like the tomahawk chop in the stadium and start going, oh. But you see all the fluorescent markers in the air.
Yeah. Sirianni's he's got to stop worrying about all the markers in his visor and start worrying about the damn play calling that he's putting on the field because it sucks.
Dude, Philly, it's bad when your own fans boo you in another fan's stadium.
Yeah.
They're getting booed off the field. They're like, wait, who's booing? The Raider fans are like, wait a second, we're supposed to boo.
Right.
Why are you guys booing?
Oh no, we're the Boo Birds. Yeah, the Boo Birds follow. We let it be known we're not quiet fans. We never are. And if you come across a quiet Eagles fan, they're probably not that into football. They're really not, because any Eagles fan who's into football lets it be known. Lets it be known that they're proud Eagles fans, and they'll let you know when you're not producing to their level of expectation out there on the field. They'll definitely let you hear it.
So I saw Mark Holmes, and he was saying that there was this Noah Brown or something, and I guess he's going in on Jason Kelce. Did you hear about that? Noah Brown? No. I thought he was a reporter or something, but I think he's an actual player for Dallas Cowboys. And supposedly he went in on Jason Kelce and is telling him to shut his mouth about Ben Simmons.
Because, I knew it had something to do with Ben.
Yeah, telling him to shut his mouth about Ben Simmons because, he's not doing good himself. And I'm like, Mr.
Noah Brown is a wide receiver for the Cowboys.
Okay, Mr. Nobody. Okay, Mr. Nobody.
Right.
Why don't you shut your mouth and let's see if you're going to do something with with those wins right now. Like you guys act like your job is done. Like, dude, there's still plenty of season to go by, Mr. Noah Brown. And first of all, Jason Kelsey can say whatever the hell he wants. He delivered a championship. What the hell has Ben Simmons done for Philly?
Right.
Except for making us feel like even more like crap. And I'm not even a Sixers fan, but I support the Philadelphia teams. Because I love my Philadelphia city.
Mhm.
But dude, you let Jason Kelsey can say whatever the hell he wants. He has that clout. He's done that work. And Mr. Brown, you haven't done a damn thing. So I don't even know why you're speaking. Just because Dak Prescott's your quarterback, please, dude.
Not only that, but Jason Kelsey wasn't saying anything to Ben Simmons that he wouldn't say to his face. I mean, I think I've seen them taking pictures and stuff at Sixers games and stuff like that. So I think him and Ben Simmons are pretty friendly. I think they have a pretty solid friendship. So I don't think.
Yeah, but we gotta stop with the whole crybaby stuff. What are you gonna cry that he's telling him to take accountability? Noah Brown, are you offended that he's telling a guy to just step up? Like, dude, come on, man. I mean, if Ben Simmons had 5 championships, then I wouldn't say anything. I should say, Kelsey, maybe you should calm down. This guy's won multiple championships, but this guy hasn't done a damn thing, and he didn't even show up in the playoffs. And what do you think is going to happen to you, Mr. Brown, if you guys step foot into the playoffs and you get knocked the hell out? You think your fan base is going to go like, oh, it was a good season. Good try, boys.
We'll be in the Super Bowl next year.
Yeah, and the Super Bowl next year, and the next year after that, and the next year after that.
Oh my goodness! I guess Dwight Howard called out Kelsey as well. It looks like, according to Richie.
And Dwight Howard,
he should go worry about. He should go practice his free throws. Go worry about that.
Yeah, Dwight Howard.
Else is saying
Dwight Howard and Russell Westbrook. Those guys can't even make the correct decision on what kind of dress to wear on the weekend. So why am I going to take advice from those two fools?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's funny. It is.
Those guys aren't even wearing. They don't even want to wear shorts to the basketball game. They want to wear blouses. Come on, guys.
Goodness gracious.
What are you going? Are they going to the hop? Let's go to the hop. Oh, baby. Let's go to the hop.
Gio from the 215, he said, got to go make the donuts. Hey, I appreciate you, Gio, being here for so long. He has been with us probably almost the whole live stream damn near. So shout out to you for being with us for the long one. It's been over 3 hours now. We're going to probably wrap it up pretty soon anyway.
Yeah.
Because it's
Gio, can you make the donuts, like make hashtags and then fire Howie?
Right.
Make the whole donut like that. I'll buy a whole dozen.
No kidding. Yeah. I mean, hopefully maybe you can make some holes for our running backs to run through.
Oh, man. Yeah. I like how Sirianni threw that in. Well, Jordan Howard's on the practice squad. Oh, great.
Oh.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. We do got some veteran experience on the practice squad. So, yeah, we're not too worried about it. Yeah, right. We lost basically our sole veteran skill position player. Everybody else is young, inexperienced, and I don't think it's gonna get any better without Miles, that's for sure. Because they were somebody finally put the smelling salt under Sirianni's nose or Steichen's nose, whoever, and they finally designed up a game plan around Miles, and it's I don't know. Booby just has bad luck, I guess. He's got bad luck. That was tough.
I think his this is sad for me to say, but I think that his career in Philly is gonna be nothing. Like I think he's just gonna be an average dude that showed up, even though he has all that talent. I think just him in Philly, it's not meant to be. It's sad, man. It's like, and again, I'm not taking shots at these dudes. It's just that, what can I do? Okay. I don't see it on the field. So
Right.
then
We
I
can
got to
only
go to
go
the
off of what we're
coach.
seeing. Yeah.
Then I got to go to the coach. Then if it's the coach, then we can't. If I can't go to the coach, then I got to go to the GM. Then after that, what do I do? Then I go to the Lori. What am I going to say to Lori? I mean,
Right.
he's not a football dude. He's an owner. You know,
Not only
so
and not only that, but he's he's you know, he's not going anywhere. He's his own boss. He doesn't he owns the team. He doesn't have to do anything he doesn't want to. So he is the ultimate puppet master in this whole thing.
but seriously, I
Like you
think
said, like Mr. Burns. Let's see how we can screw this up some more, Smithers.
right. And it's like, I mean, and Joey's right. If we, S the bet against Jared Goff, which I think is very possible.
Mhm.
And again, like I'm not saying I'm not. Of course I want my team to win, but I'm not gonna be Stevie Wonder when I see what's on the field. I'm gonna be like, hey, wow, that was good.
Because with Detroit, they have a decent running game, right? They got Swift. They have a run game. So Jared Goff's not even going to need to have that good of a game.
And if you ask me,
just run the ball down our throat.
Yeah, if you ask me, just what it wasn't that complicated with what the Raiders were doing, guys.
No,
it was not complicated.
But yet our defense
it was complicated to them.
Our defense made Derek Carr look like freaking Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
Yesterday, we made him look like Aaron freaking Rodgers.
Yeah.
Just no pressure, and any quarterback, any professional quarterback, who's sitting back in a pretty damn clean pocket almost every play, should be able to have a pretty damn good game against a defense that's just not bringing any pressure.
Philly, they've been doing it. They've been doing that to us pretty much, except for Atlanta. Mm-hmm. They've been doing that to us all season, dude.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, look what the Cowboys. I mean, we basically had like what the Cowboys did to us, pretty much.
And right now, the Cowboys literally have as weak of a division as the Patriots have had for years. When for all those multiple years that the Patriots won the AFC East, they didn't have hardly any competition. They really didn't. And this year, the Cowboys have no excuses. You guys have no excuses not to make a deep playoff run or get yourself a ring, because you better do it now. I said it earlier. I'm going to say it again. You guys paid Zeke all that money, and now you paid Dak all that money. Sooner than later, you guys are going to feel the strains of those contracts financially.
And not just that, Philly. Washington is going to need a quarterback. So they're in the quarterback business as well as the Philadelphia Eagles. And I mean, I hope the Giants like Cop Pizzle and really listen to him, and because they said that Daniel Jones is the future. So I hope that the organization is listening to the Cop Pizzle, and I hope Daniel Jones is the future for the Giants. But if they're smart here, the Giants, I think probably, I know they won, but I think they're going to be looking for a quarterback as well too, if you ask me. And I'm not trying to be an a-hole. I'm just saying, like, but if you want to keep Daniel Pesos, I'm okay with that. I'm not going to get too mad.
Right? Yeah, because he doesn't scare anybody over here. We know that. He's not going to do anything in the NFL long term. And Philly Sports Talk podcast, he said, he's got a good question here. He said, do you guys believe that Sirianni could be on the hot seat? No, because if he is, then Lurie is backtracking on what he said, because they've come out and said that he is coming back for next year, regardless of how this team plays out this year. So if he is on the hot seat, then our owner is retracting his words.
The thing that we need to start looking for too is who's out there. What GM? I want somebody that's going to take no nonsense and someone that's just going to let someone do the money crap or whatever. But I want someone to just stay in your lane or whatever, make smart decisions and all that, and get the right people in the building. I want someone hard-nosed. I feel Howie's I don't know, what would you call Howie? besides a dirt bag.
Um,
I mean, I don't like what is it with Howie? What is he like? A weasel?
yeah. He reminds me of
Oh,
or maybe he kind of like a fox, like Swiper from Dora. That's Howie Roseman.
Swipe.
swiping,
No swiping.
no swiping. Yeah. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Howie
I'll
no
take it.
drafting.
But you know what I mean? I want someone that's just gonna get in here and no more nonsense, man. And I want that person, whoever, if it does happen, I want that person to be here for I want them to be here for like 10 years. Like, I'm tired of this. We have became a coaching factory, a quarterback factory, a running back factory, an offensive line factory. We are just we are a factory.
A non-drafting linebacker factory.
A no cornerback having factory.
Yeah, seriously. Jeez.
We're man, we're just a merry-go-round of factories here.
Right.
Enough with the factories. Can we have some people here?
Do you can you recall any Eagles coach in the last, even quarter century that only lasted 1 year? I can't. Unless it was, I don't think so, because I think the guy before Ray Rhodes was who, Rich Kotite. I think he had more than 1 year, even. If I'm not
Man,
mistaken.
let's see. Well, there's some comments right here. I don't want to
Yeah.
skip it if you want to go through them real quick.
Yeah. Let's see here. So Richie MC said Detroit is closer to a 3-win team than the Eagles. Yeah, well, that's yet to be seen.
Yes.
Definitely. Random Anton said every team pretty much beat us the same way, right, Birdman? Yeah, there's a need. It's a pretty easy formula to beat us right now. We're not making anything too complex for teams to get a W against us right now. We're really not.
Okay, we're gonna play the Philadelphia Eagles, guys. It looks like here you just run the freaking ball on them.
Right. Yeah, literally.
You guys
just
got that?
attack
Any
this area.
questions? Any questions? No.
No, we're good to go. All right. Random Anton said hey, what's going on, Random? We appreciate you being here. He said they take what we give them. Yeah, and they take it very, very well against us right now. Our defense is like, and a lot of it has to do with them being on the field so damn much because our offense keeps going 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. That definitely has a factor in it, but the defensive scheme isn't very good right now either. So
yeah,
it's tough. Richie MC said, at least the floor and the chair is lava. Bend but don't break doesn't work if you break. Yeah. And we're bending way too much. Way too much. And Raiders broke us yesterday. They were up what? At one point it was 30-7. Just blew our doors off yesterday. They really did. The final score definitely didn't indicate the whooping that they gave us in Vegas.
Yeah. And that was just no wait.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
That would be interesting to get Russell Wilson. If we got
yeah, that's the comment I was looking at. Yeah, dude. If I would definitely,
obviously we would hate him to go to a football team or to the Giants. But I think
dude.
we would all be very interested in Russell Wilson being a Philadelphia.
Yeah, because he actually did want to play for Philly.
Right.
I think there's some. I think 5-year deal with him or something like that. Pay the man what he wants. I'd be very satisfied with that. I think he's a leader of kind of what we would need in here.
Yeah.
And obviously he can make all the passes and everything.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he definitely can. He's his legs may be slowing down a touch, but he's still his arm is still as good as it was.
And then you could still keep Jalen here, or if someone gives a good offer, give him a first round pick. Maybe there's a coach that will want to work with Jalen because this one is just not. They're not working together.
Yeah. And I definitely, I agree with the we do need, especially as far as longevity and as far as the success that he had on a pretty consistent basis. Yes, we do. We definitely need to find our next Andy. That's a good point.
Yeah, and it's like I'm tired of the Pittsburgh Steelers, like Mike Tomlin and them down there, dude. They don't really. They have like the same formula, and they're still almost in every year. They have a chance, man. Every year.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fun. That's kind of
Salute.
it's Richie MC said, love this comment. The article is Miles Sanders unlikely to play Sunday, but Eagles haven't ruled him out. A comment said, haven't ruled him out on the injury report, just the game plan. Ouch. Yeah, pretty pretty damn accurate though. I mean, yes. I mean, hey, but I have to give Sirianni and Steichen credit for at least coming out at the beginning before Sanders got hurt and try something different. They got Jalen under center, and what do you know? It was successful because they ran the ball, and that opened things up for Jalen. And the Raiders, didn't really know how to
Handle it.
They were surprised. Exactly, they were surprised to see Jalen under center. I'm sure they were just as surprised, if not more, than we were.
But Philly, that's what makes it more concerning, dude. Like, how idiotic is that we've been yelling for this forever,
Right?
And now you're gonna do that's the trouble I have, man. I was like, why?
Right? Are these coaches that stubborn, or are they that blind that they didn't see that they needed to run the ball more before week 7? I mean,
why would a coach be willing to do that? Why would a coach be willing to risk this quarterback and have all this backlash among an Eagles fan took his jersey up and threw it. He would have slapped Sirianni with that, dude. Like, I mean, come on, man. That has to feel a certain type of way, dude. Like, I mean, I know it's not right for that Eagle fan to do it. And when you're doing this and you put that kind of performance out there, you are enraging this fan base.
Oh yeah.
The fan base is getting, every week that we get smacked in the face, there's a new fight amongst the Eagle fans. I'm not making this up. Go on Twitter right now, and somebody's fighting somebody, and somebody's wrong. That's just how it is. But the thing is, everybody kind of has to analyze it, kind of breathe in, breathe out, and you really have to see what these guys, they can't be this dumb, Philly. They cannot be this dumb, dude. We are a freaking loyal ass fan base. You cannot do this to the fans. You can't do it. You can't go win a Super Bowl and then you drop off on the face of the earth. You can't do that.
Yeah, we've been ever since we won the Super Bowl. It's like we've been on a downward spiral, literally, and it's we're literally coming close to a crash and burn right now. It's
and not just that, Philly. We are so invested. I mean, I don't have to do YouTube, even if I was just watching, being just a regular ass fan or whatever.
Right.
It doesn't mean that feels any better anywhere. We know what we're seeing, and this is a freaking dumpster fire. And you knew I was in Las Vegas, and you were watching it on TV, so you knew how I was feeling seeing it live. That you feel so bad because you're like, man, I'm at home and I'm watching this, and seeing the sea of green and the freaking Death Star, and they put up that performance again. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice.
Right. And you had to go through it wasn't like some of the other games this year that we've lost. I mean, you had to go through such an emotional roller coaster with coming out. The offense looks completely different. They're running the ball. Freaking Miles, had several great, good runs on that on that opening drive, and you're thinking, and then we get the interception, and you're like, okay, and we're getting some of the, and at the beginning of the game, we were getting some calls. Actually, that's what I was kind of wondering, because the referees, they hate both teams. They absolutely, they're flag happy for against the Raiders and against our Eagles all the time. So I was kind of wondering, who are they going to hate more? Who are they going to hate on more today? And at the beginning of the game, it was looking like the Raiders, but
Yeah.
after the first drive or so, we got that lucky interception stopping them from going into the end zone. After that, the offense went right back into shotgun, and it was just like,
Yeah.
really, what are we doing?
Yeah. And then that one play where he threw that one, was it Devontae threw that bomb to and he overthrew him? That was horrible.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Once I see, I'm like, come on, Jalen. I'm like, you keep giving fuel to all the people that don't like you already, and like when you see it live, it hurts even more, man.
When you were talking earlier, you were talking about that. I think it was the first drive when Sirianni took the yards, and it made it 3rd and 15 as opposed to making it 4th down.
Yeah.
And then that's when Carr made that he made that long throw to
Oh man.
I forget who it was. It was one of their backup receivers down the sideline. But
That hurt, man.
I'm like 3rd and 15, and we give up freaking, what was it, like 25 or 30 yards? I'm like, really? That's just embarrassing.
Yeah, that was
Embarrassing.
Yeah, like I said, it's literally, they picked up the fans in the Raider game. They picked us up. We're like, what's going on? And then slapped right in the face, man. We're like, what? Like, it was happening so fast, Philly. Like, I'm like, first of all, we were happy. We were rocked when we seen the flag and we seen the call, right?
Yeah.
We're high-fiving and we're like, yeah, like we felt we were still feeding off of the drive,
right?
And we still feeling it. We're gonna win this. We're gonna win this. And then we're like, see the ref. We're like, what's going on? And then
why didn't he decline the penalty?
Yeah, and then we see them going back and forth, and the Eagle fans start arguing with each other, like, wait, what's going on? I'm like, wait, no, look, because we're looking at the thing. It said 4th down, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh no, it's a punt. They're punting.
The Raiders weren't
like, no,
it would have been a super long field goal attempt, right? From that point, from that spot.
Whatever it was, but
I would still like take the decline the penalty,
right?
Put them on 4th down. Make them, if they want to try to kick a field goal, let them. If they miss it, we get it right. We get it from that spot. So
yeah. So we're
own-headed rookie coaching move,
and all of a sudden, Carr's back out there, and it was like
I was wondering about that when I seen that too. I was like, wait, I was thinking, I guess the Raiders were in field goal range. That's why he took the yards, but it still didn't make sense in my head. I was still gonna put them on 4th down. Put the screws to them.
Yeah, because we were like, this is what we were feeling. I'm like, we were kind of relaxed, drink our soda, whatever. All right, cool, man. We got, and then like, wait, Carr has what does he have the ball for? And then because I'm still seeing it's still showing 4th down on the screen. I'm looking right at it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how is it? So I'm like, they went for it. I didn't understand. I said, wait, they went for it on 4th down? Like, I didn't understand. And then they changed it later after he threw that freaking dart on homie.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, what just happened? And then the Raider fans are cheering. It was a nightmare, dude. Nightmare. It was just like, and then it didn't end right there. It was just kept going.
Oh yeah.
And going. And then for Raiders first down.
Oh my goodness.
The Eagles have the ball, but it's a Raiders first down. I'm like, oh god.
You're like, what?
The Eagles are never gonna get the ball back because it's a Raiders first down.
Right. Who was it? It was
Zay
Zay Jones. Zay Jones had one reception that was a 43-yard reception. 43-yard. I think it was Zay Jones, or maybe it was Ingold.
some weird
I
name.
thought it was Zay Jones though. Pretty sure it was Zay on that play. But
Yeah.
and then they don't. And you have the Raiders in 3rd and 15. You know they're going to pass it deep, and yet you don't even try to bring a blitz. You don't try to bring any extra pressure on Carr. You just let him sit back there, drink his tea, shoot some craps, hit a slot or two, maybe the buffet, and complete a long pass on 3rd and 15.
And then okay,
Inexcusable.
Philly, did you watch the presser on Sirianni when he addressed that situation? He was saying he was saying that he would have did that all over again. He would have done it no matter what. And he saw that's what we were taught, or that's what was told. I don't like, what are you even talking about?
Who said that?
Sirianni. When they
that's what he was told. What about that about accepting the penalty?
Yeah, that he said he would do it again. I was like,
well, then you would get burned again more than likely because you don't have any pass rush, and your linebackers are basically a wasted position on a play like that because they're not covering anybody down the field, and they're sure not bringing any pressure on the quarterback. So what the hell are they doing? Nothing.
Yeah, that's a problem if you're gonna double down on something idiotic you did.
Yeah,
double down. That's why I'm scared, man. I'm really.
No wonder it. So he must just be hella stubborn, then, because no wonder it took him 6 games. To realize you need to run the damn ball.
And Philly, really, we're playing the analytics game again. It didn't work with Doug Peterson. So who gave him the green light for the analytics thing? And I don't. You should go by your football IQ, not by the analytics thing. That's too. I mean, for crying out loud, if the same thing happened on Madden, my 5-year-old son would have accepted the penalty.
No, you would have declined it. He was supposed to decline it.
No, I'm just using an example.
No, I know. No, but seriously, the fact that, I mean, you're a head coach, right? You want your defense to get off the field. That's what you live for, is to get the 4th down. Your defense has won. They have done their job, but yet you put them out there for another play and said, "Oh, it's 3rd and 15. You guys will be fine. You guys will stop them. They might get a catch for 7 or 8 yards, but they're not going to get 15 or more."
Oh man,
what a joke.
I got a doozy for these Eagle fans over here.
Smithers, and he's talking to Howie Roseman. Put me through to Nick's headset. Yes. Okay, Nick. No. Accept the penalty. Accept it. Yes. 3rd and 15 is perfect. It's perfect. And no, don't. Oh, and patch me over to Jonathan. Mr. Gannon, do not bring any blitz. Nope. Just leave the linebackers in the middle of the field and have them watching like spectators.
Oh man, dude, Derek Carr had time to make lemonade. He made a sandwich back there.
You found that. That's what our front off, our owner and GM is Mr. Burns and Smithers. That's perfect. That is freaking perfect, dude. We got to run with that one.
Yeah, that's ours. Okay, you heard it here on the Nest Out West. Do not steal that. Okay.
No, nobody steal that.
You heard it from here.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are owned by Mr. Burns, and our general manager is freaking Smithers.
Hey man, we gotta make well, I don't want to say it out here, but we gotta make something.
Right.
we got to. This is ridiculous. I'm actually, maybe I'll hit up E-Rock. Maybe he's good with that stuff.
Yeah. Right. Speaking of him, I was going to ask, were you able to see him?
Yeah, my video I have on my live stream, but I'm gonna reshoot the video so everybody could just look at it. All my stuff, all the pictures and videos. So yeah, so he went to Torrey Pines, and it was awesome seeing him, dude. I was like super excited, man. He's just like, hey man, here show the support, man. So man, he's my guy, man. I've been
So did you guys?
supporting him for a
You
long
guys went
time.
to? Were you guys like pre-gaming at Torrey Pines?
So
did-
I don't
did
know if you've
before?
seen on Instagram, and Kincaid did that Eagles takeover. It was at
Yeah.
6 o'clock at Torrey Pines. So that's a Philly bar in Las Vegas for anybody who wants to go down there. I recommend it. And great
Good food.
great food, great wings. You can order this like large pretzel, like sort of like a Philly pretzel.
Nice.
Comes in a big old tray and everything. That like freaking 2 guys got to carry the pretzel, and I'm just kidding.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, either small or large.
Yeah, so it was good times, man. And that's why I wish you were there, man, because we don't get to do these things very often. But I know you did the Philly trip and all that, so it just sucks, man. I wish I was rich and just could fly everybody out, man. But
Yeah, me too.
we're definitely gonna have to. You got to hang with us, man, because they were asking me, they were asking if you were showing up, and I was like, man, he just the Philly trip, dude. So it's like hard. They're like, oh dang, I thought he was gonna be here. So I'm like, I know, man. It's just like it's tough, man, because man, the Eagle fans are we spend so much money, dude. It's a love-hate relationship, man.
It is. It definitely is. And yeah, I wish I could have been there too. I really do. But yeah, I mean, next time.
You say?
Go ahead.
No. Oh shit, Mr. Burns. He's like, flag, you say? Decline. Do it, dummy. Oh man, dude.
No, we want them to have third down again. Decline. Accept it, Nick. Accept the penalty.
We believe Derek Carr has a noodle arm.
Oh my goodness. Oh boy.
Excellent.
And then like you said, he doubled down on it and said he would do it again. Seriously?
Yeah.
Seriously? Ay.
Smithers, let's look at the analytics here.
When you can't let when you like the old saying goes, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him think.
He's like, it says here if we lose every game from now on, we get quarterback Matt Corral. So the plan is working like we want.
Yeah, Random Anton said, excellent.
Excellent. Dude, we're watching a damn cartoon here, man.
Seriously, it's getting that ridiculous. It really is.
Oh, dude.
We have to laugh about it or else we're going to go crazy. We're going to freaking punch holes in the wall.
Yeah, this is we're watching The Simpsons.
I'm like, really? I got the NFL ticket. Man,
man.
I bought a 65-inch LG ultra high definition television for this shit show. I'm like, really? Like, man, put Star Wars back on. Let me watch something entertaining. Put Halloween Kills back on. I don't care if we watched it 3 times already. Well, put it back on.
We're not the Eagles no more. We're the Simpsons.
Oh God.
We should play the Simpsons song when our play
Simpsons
calling.
The Simpsons are no longer located in Springfield, Illinois. They're located in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's what happened, man. That's what happened.
Jeez. Yeah, I mean, damn, I still got 9 people in the live stream right now. This is freaking awesome, dude. We've been going for almost 4 hours.
Oh, dude, this is the best therapy, dude. I'm telling you, man. Because I mean, my heart was crushed last night. I even was wearing my stretchy pants, and they denied me my victory. Oh man, I just can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Yeah, your daddy's funny. Daddy's funny.
Oh man.
Did someone call for Philly Fuego?
Yes.
He's in the building.
Yes, we need some very help.
Oh boy. This shit show that we have going on right now with this coaching staff with everything. Gosh, I can't even get my mask on straight. It's so bad.
And yesterday, I wear 2 pairs of stretchy pants because I tore my first ones because I ate too many pretzels with the cheese.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Nick City, honey, if you are listening, for every penalty for the rest of the year, I want you to know this word: decline, 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 decline. You are a moron, Nick Sirianni. Even the most unknowledgeable football fan would know to put them on fourth down. What were you thinking? What were you thinking? I think you've been wearing too many of those T-shirts. I think they're going to your head, Nick.
And yes, I was sitting in the Death Star, and I was next to freaking Dark Vader and the Predator, and they were laughing at me the whole entire time and said, "This is not the Philadelphia Eagles. These are the Schmeagles." They laughed at me and they poked at me. They poked the bear, and I cannot stand the stinking Las Vegas Raiders and my stretchy pants. I I ripped them. I'm so mad. I ripped a hole in my stretchy pants. Where is Philly Fuego? I'm getting upset here. My tag team partner is left the room because he's so stinky. Maybe, just maybe. Oh, there. He's got his poncho. And did you put on the stretchy pants? Because I tore mine yesterday.
No, unfortunately, the stretchy pants are in the laundry at this time. But I have
My partner has frozen. And I think it's this damn dirty Raiders have got in the stream and they screwed us one last time because my partner is frozen for the 100th stinking time. And I cannot believe it. Look at those.
What were you gonna say? Say what you were gonna say.
Oh
I'm losing my mind. Oh, I mean, oh, I mean, yes.
You lost it. You lost your mojo, fool.
Oh my god.
That's it,
Oh.
babe. You lost it. It's
Oh.
time for you to go to bed.
Oh man.
You were watching what?
Oh dude.
She said
Oh.
she thought you were watching
Oh.
what is the movie called? Brave?
Oh my goodness, man. Oh man. Oh man, that was I'm waiting for for Philly to come back. But
He's
you're
not coming back. They'll come back in an hour.
they are so tired. They do not want the Pancho Villas to put on a good show. The Smithers brothers and Mr. Burns have cut the signal, and we are still waiting for Philly Fuego to return to the channel. But to stay tuned, my friends. And please, oh, there he is. I knew he'd come back someday. I cannot do it alone. I cannot do this alone.
But yet we're gaining viewers right now. We have 14 people in the live stream.
You have 12 views.
Oh
Hey.
man.
Comedy, you guys.
Oh.
Dad, you're too much.
I apologize for that because my internet is almost as bad as our Philadelphia Eagles right now. Very spotty. Very spotty.
Starting to
Oh,
sound like
man.
Chinese.
Mommy, don't get into it. Let's not get into it.
Okay.
Oh man, I'm losing. We're losing our minds. This is not football anymore.
No, Scotty B. We're not Chinese. No. No, we are not. No.
Yes, we are fighting the Kung Fu Pandas tomorrow night.
You would think these two guys are drinking, huh?
I think
Right. It must be the most entertaining thing on YouTube right now because we're literally keeping people up at like 2 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast.
Show with
Oh gosh. Oh man.
Did someone say Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon? Love that guy. He's excelente.
Oh man.
the late night show with
Whew.
the Nest Out West and Bird.
Right?
Oh dude.
Good idea. Mrs. Birdman. I like that idea.
Oh man. We're gonna have to do this on West Coast Wednesday, man.
Definitely. I am so down. I am down like the Eagles right now. I like our offense.
Oh man, pretty much.
Dad, you're too much.
All right, man. This has been this has been
Name
awesome.
a podcast after our offense. Call it 3 and Out.
Yeah,
Like Rick.
that's true.
Who's Rick?
All right. Well, we've been on for almost
Silver
4 hours now.
She's still talking like
Birdman_951. Do you have any closing comments for the Eagles fans out there? If not, just let them know where they can find you at, my good friend.
You can find the Birdman _951 on my stream Mondays and Wednesdays. I don't care. You can find me everywhere. I will be at the dry cleaners because I have a stain on my stretchy pants. And it's I had a little it was a boo-boo. I had a boo-boo just like the Philadelphia Eagles. And
Oh no, not a boo boo.
and I'm sorry. It was a stinky. But I'll see you guys, man. It's always go Birds all day, every day, man.
Dad, you're too much.
Okay. So I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Like I always say, you guys are the food and the water to the channel. Without you, it does not continue to survive. So if you're feeling the vibe, please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to keep my dreams alive. Because we're going on to bigger and better things out here in the Nest Out West. We're holding it down for Eagles Nation out here in California each and every day. Until next time, we fly until we die. Stay mean, stay green. Thanks for viewing us on your screen. But most importantly, keep it fuego.
Mom.
Adios, amigos.